Welcome into the Coach Jake Gaines Show. Today's show is sponsored by Big Daddy Stitches. I'm your host, David Simpson. We're on the field here at Bill Moore Stadium, as this week your Blue Devils are preparing a home game against the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Joining me now is head football coach Jake Gaines to talk about last Thursday's night game at Gainesville. Coach, it seems like a lot of excitement with that game, but 21-0 pretty quick in the first quarter, and it's like, you kind of got behind the chains a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we were outmatched. I thought we had a pretty good game plan going in, and our kids played really, really tough, but just made too many mistakes early against a really, really good football team, and you can't do that. And for us, first game, a lot of first game mistakes. Jitters, personnel issues, things that usually iron themselves out over the course of a season. Unfortunately, like I said, you can't do that versus a really good team, and they were that. They were probably one of the best teams I've seen in person in my 9 years of coaching. We played two really, really good Central Phoenix teams at Thompson, and I think these guys would have held their own, if not beat them. That's how much respect I have for them and for that coaching staff, because they got the stars and they got the players, but they're well coached, and their scheme is sound, and not many holes on that offense or defense to pick from. But no, I just for us it was about going over there and competing, and I thought we did that, but we've got a long way to go, obviously.
I noticed one thing during the game. Me and Brett talked about. We matched up pretty good physically with them. We, they didn't push it around all the time. We kind of held our own. I know the run defense early kind of stopped them, stopped Newkirk. But then as the game went on, the obviously got tired. Just kind of talk about your defensive scheme a little bit.
Yeah. So I think, like you said, taking away the inside run, that's one of the few moral victories from the night. I thought we did that really well. I talked to Coach Niblett after the game, and they felt like they had to kind of go more towards the outside zone and get the ball outside the tackles, and that was our thought process too, was get the ball out there and give us a shot. But when you sell out in different areas, different schemes and structures on defense, you leave yourself vulnerable in the back end, and unfortunately that was kind of the deal we made, going in, was like, hey, we were going to do this, but we knew we were going to be a little soft or weak at the second level, third level, and they found those holes pretty quick, and they got a really good receiver. Quarterback was as advertised. He's gotten a lot better. I know he's committed to Clemson, but you could see how much he's grown mentally in the past year. He made some really good decisions, obviously made some good throws, but yeah, one of the moral victories, I think, and I really don't believe in those, but was how we stopped the run early, and then on the flip side, I thought we were able to run the ball and get some movement. That was the best defensive box we'll ever see. I don't think you'll see 6 Power 4 players in the box at the high school level ever again. 4 D linemen, 2 linebackers, all Power 4 kids. So, so I don't know if we'll ever see that again, but I felt like our guys held their own and they did a really good job. Talk
about the offense. Had some moments. That first drive looked good. Jake Lowry had a good long ball to Elijah. The offensive line, I know, was a question, but they really held their own last Thursday night against Gainesville.
Absolutely. Gave up no sacks. Another moral victory there, but no, they did great. I mean, with three new starters. Really, Fish, played a lot last year, but never really was the guy. So really 4 new starters, and to go against that front and to battle. I mean, they were hat on a hat. No, we didn't win every time, but man, we were able to get some movement, get LaCameron and KJ going a little bit. Ended up running for over 100 yards, which was like 60 more than we did last year. And so like little things like that we definitely can take and grow moving forward. We're not over here patting ourselves on the back for losing by 40, but I think there were some questions that we had that I think are, you feel better about going against some like size and like skill competition.
What's the mindset? I know at halftime down 35-0. What's the mindset of the talk to them at halftime and trying to say, look, play one play at a time? Because they look at the scoreboard just like we do. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, well, I think when you're just back against the wall and just, getting the crap beat out of you. You just have two choices. You can just lay down, and quit, or you can get up and try to fight and just keep going. And so just challenged them to come out second half, and I told them, I said, they're not going to pull their starters. They smell blood in the water, and I said, so this, can go one of two ways, and so we got to come back out, and I wanted to see how they responded and see what they did, and we made the decision to hold a couple kids out, just for us and for our future, and so we had who we had, and I thought the kids competed, and they control what they control. That's their attitude and effort, and I couldn't be more proud of the fight. It didn't change much score-wise, but the kids didn't lay down by any means.
That's true, yeah. I know you had to be impressed with the crowd Moody brought Thursday night.
Absolutely.
Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I wish there was a way for me to, besides right now, just to thank everybody, like after the game, get a megaphone and just say thank you. But that was one of the biggest crowds I can remember in an away game, and I know it was our furthest one ever, 3.5 hours, and our whole side was packed, and that was awesome. I mean, I didn't expect that. I don't really expect that, anywhere we go, just because of how awesome the 411 network is and how convenient and how much people have gotten used to just sitting at home and watching games. But man, they traveled and they showed up for us, and I really, really appreciate them. And I would encourage everybody, for moving forward, keep doing it. But really, this Friday, first home game, big 6A semifinalists down the road, and it's going to be a really, really good game, and we need everybody here to support us.
All right, Coach, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk to senior offensive lineman J.B. Myers and senior defensive lineman Henry Smith. You're watching the Coach Jake Gaines Show on the 411 Network. Welcome back into the Coach Jake Gaines Show, sponsored today by Big Daddy Stitches. Joining me now, senior defensive lineman Henry Smith. Henry, that was a tough one Thursday night in Gainesville.
Yes, sir, it was.
So thoughts about the game a little bit?
I mean, we played a good Georgia team out there. I mean, we didn't come with that outcome we wanted, but I mean, we learned lessons for the season, and we can take away some mistakes we had and fix them this week and come back stronger against Oxford.
So what was the Thursday, you had charter buses, what was the ride over like? Was it you slept, or was it you focused, or did your study on the way over, or how did the bus ride go? Coming up and coming back.
Coming up, I couldn't really sleep. We left early in the morning, about like 7 a.m. But I couldn't really sleep on the bus. I was really up, just ready to play. And then the bus ride back, of course, we got back here around like 2 a.m. So.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we slept on the bus a little bit the second bus ride home, but yeah, it was a cool ride there and back.
Being a senior this year and having a game like you had Thursday night, how do you keep the underclassmen motivated when they look at the scoreboard and it's 21-0? How do you, as a senior, show leadership in that way?
How I show leadership is keep them motivated. One game doesn't define this team. Last year we started off 0-2, made a run to the state championship, didn't come out with the result we want. But we got to keep the main thing. Our goal is the state championship.
Yeah. So
we can't sob over one game, and just keep on rolling throughout the season. Roll out some wins against Oxford, get them going.
So this Friday night you're at home, first home game of the season. What do you think about Oxford? You remember last year that was a pretty back and forth game. Thoughts about this Friday night?
This is obviously a tough 6A team. Made it to semifinals, if I'm correct. But I mean, we gotta out physical them. Just play how we usually do. Just most physical team out there. We have great coaches, so we'll follow the game plan, stuff like that. Yes, sir.
So what's one thing our fans don't know about you? Me, Cam Mallory, and Josh Willett actually are coaches of a 5th and 6th grade flag football team. So hopefully win a championship there, and win a championship in December. So how's your patience coaching those kids?
It's pretty good. I mean, we have fun doing it. Just coaching kids.
Yeah.
Just teaching them how to play football, stuff like that. It's fun.
Well, that's good to hear, Henry.
Yes,
and we
sir.
appreciate your time today. We
Yes,
are
sir.
praying for a healthy rest of the season, and good luck this Friday night at home.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll come back. We'll talk to JB Myers. You're watching the Coach Jake Gaines Show on the 411 Network. Welcome back into the Coach Jake Gaines Show. Joining me now is senior offensive lineman JB Myers. JB, thoughts about the Gainesville game Thursday night?
It was very good competition. Their D-line, their defense in general were very good. I think we are blessed to see that kind of competition this early on. I think it's really going to prepare us for our run that we're trying to make right now.
I know a lot of people, that was the question mark going into the season, was the O-line, having 3 new guys. Overall, how'd you think the O-line did
I think
Thursday?
the O-line played good. Their D-line, like I said, were crazy. But we got out there, we held our own, 0 sacks throughout the night, and I'm super proud of our 3 guys that stepped up,
Yeah.
that haven't played many, or actually that was their first varsity snaps.
Oh, wow.
And so they held their own. They stepped up and played good.
I know all eyes were on the O-line, and me and Brett Staggs during the broadcast were talking, giving you a lot of kudos for not giving up any sacks and having LaCameron gain 60-something yards, and I believe KJ had almost 50 yards, so that's not bad against that defense. So Thursday, driving up and driving back on that charter bus, how was that for you?
The drive was all right. The charter buses were nice. Normally we're on that cheese wagon, but the charter buses were real nice. We stopped at a church down there in Georgia, and they fed us, and we got to rest some.
Okay.
And we had mobility on the way, just making sure our body's right, not
Yeah.
sitting on that bus the whole
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
messing with us. And so the drive there was all right, but drive back, I mean, we got our butt kicked.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's kind of,
it happens.
yeah.
This Friday night, your senior, it's your first home game here at the Bill. Thoughts about Oxford?
Oxford is a very good 6A team, and I think that, again, will be good competition preparing us for our run to December. They're coming here, so first home game, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
They've got a good D-line, good competition.
So it just helps y'all, like you said last year, I know last year was last year, but you started 0-2, and then you knocked off 11 straight wins.
Can y'all hear me?
And hopefully that'll happen again this year. There's one thing, what does our...
Yeah, Jake comes back.
Yeah, Jake comes back, then we go right live into it. Fans not know, what's one thing our fans do not know about you?
Ooh, when I was 3 years old, I took my tricycle down 411. I ran away from home trying to take my cousin his toy back. I didn't make it too far until my family stopped me, but I tried.
Oh, wow. That is something. Well, glad you're okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, JB, we're looking forward to this Friday night. We're praying for a good, healthy remainder of the season, and good luck Friday night against Oxford.
Yes, sir.
When we come back, we're going to talk to head football coach Jake Gaines about this week's game at home versus Oxford. You're watching the Coach Jake Gaines Show on the 411 Network. Welcome back into the Coach Jake Gaines Show. Well, Coach, this Friday night, first home game of the season. Oxford Yellow Jackets are coming to town, and I looked at they lost last Friday to, is it Central Carrollton out of Georgia? 37-34. They have the lead and kind of back and forth that game. So talk about Oxford a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, they were 6A. They were 13-1 last year. One loss was to Parker in the semifinals, and it was by 13 points. So they're, 2 possessions away from playing for a state championship in 6A last year, and they got a lot of guys back. They lost the quarterback. He's at Louisville right now, but his little brother's taking over, and they got a lot of playmakers back on both sides, and they're really big up front, and they're a really well-coached team, and they lost to a team from Georgia at home, but it was like you said, it was a back and forth. It was a great high school football game, and they were back and forth, and that team was really good too out of Georgia. So we'll have our hands full. It's another tough week. It's another week in the schedule where, it's not cupcake. This is as tough as it gets. I don't think there's any team in 5A, you know, player for player that necessarily match up with them. So again, it's another game we scheduled for the run in November and to get us ready to ultimately get to Protective Stadium. And so we're at home. Last week traveling on the road, charters. There was a lot of moving parts, and I thought we handled that really well. I was proud of the team for that. But we get to be at home. We get to go through our routine, and so that is nice and comforting. So, no, we got to have a great week, and we'll see what happens Friday.
Don't want to give away too much, but injury-wise, we pretty much healthy coming out of Gainesville?
Yeah, we're good to go. We're banged up, you know, like a normal Sunday banged up after a really physical game, but nothing to report on that.
Anything defensively, offensively you might do different this Friday night than you did Thursday night? Not give too much away.
Maybe run the triple option on offense, but besides that, I think we'll be pretty same. No, we'll do what we do. We're on offense, we read the numbers, see what the defense gives us, and then on defense we've always been multiple, so 3 down, 4 down, 5 down, just depends on what they're giving us and what we feel like can give us the best opportunity to stop them on offense.
All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate your time today. This Friday night, home game here at the Bill. We're going to unveil something very special here this Friday night, so you need to be here to see it in person. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. 411 Network will start their broadcast about 6 p.m. So I hope everybody will be here for the game. If you can't make it, again, you can turn into the 411 Network on YouTube, Facebook, Roku, or Apple TV. I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Big Daddy Stitches, for their support of Moody Blue Devil football. Thanks again for watching the Coach Jake Gaines Show. They say one game doesn't make a season, but in a tough loss like last week, it's easy to lose focus. Tonight, your Moody Blue Devils are putting the Gainesville game in the rearview mirror and returning to the field with one thing on their mind, a statement victory. After being bruised but not broken, the Devils are back at Bill Morris Stadium with 1 point to prove. They're hungry, they're motivated, and they are ready to remind everyone what Moody football is all about. 42.3 miles on I-20 separates these two proud programs, but on the field tonight, they are worlds apart. On one sideline, you have the Yellow Jackets led by quarterback Maddox Mims and running back Caleb Wynn. On defense, all-talented Kenan Britt leads the way. And then you have your Moody Blue Devils, a team that knows all about high stakes after a historic run just last season. With Coach Jake Gaines continuing to set a new standard, the Blue Devils are no longer content with just getting there. The expectation is now to win it all. Despite some offensive turnover, they return a dynamic rushing attack with LaCameron Meadows and a standout receiver, Josiah Dozier, who are ready to put on a show. This is a matchup that saw a nail-biter last season, with the Yellow Jackets holding on to a 24-21 win. A game that showed just how evenly matched these teams could be. So tonight, it's just not another game, it's a statement. So get ready, folks. The stage is set. The energy is electric. It's time for some high school football. Let's get ready for kickoff. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the 411 Network. I am David Simpson, alongside my broadcast partner, Blue Map State Champion Brett Staggs, and the big man on the sideline, Willie Strickland. We welcome you to Bill Morris Stadium, the Bill. A special shout out to Ashlyn Cook, who is pulling double duty tonight, or triple, quadruple duty, as the 411 director, producer, engineer, and Jumbotron operator. Our engineer and producer, Eric Parsons, is in Niagara Falls, New York, enjoying some time off. I know he's watching the 411 Network tonight, but enjoy your vacation. Eric, we do miss you, but we'll see you next week. But, Brett, Willie, it's finally Friday night here at the Bill.
There's no place like Bill Morris Stadium, and took one on the chin last week, but what did Rocky say? It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. And these Blue Devils are excited, like you said, to put on a show tonight against a talented Yellow Jacket team stacked full of incredible football players that I believe the Blue Devils match up with very well. And sure to be some fireworks here. Willie, how you feeling down there?
I am feeling wonderful. No 3-hour trip, no traffic. We are at home at the Bill, and I forget this to y'all when we were talking earlier, but I guess I've arrived now because the junior high cheerleaders have made a cheer out of flags and whistles.
Oh.
So there you go.
Historic there, Willie. Historic, man. Flags and whistles for sure. it's going to be an exciting night. The sun, finally, there's some cloud covering that sun, Brett. Usually, first couple of games here at the Bill on the home side, the sun is very, very brutal, and we're all up here pouring with sweat. But, hey, it's okay. It's Friday night. There's only one game on TV tonight, and I believe it's the Moody Blue Devils versus the Oxford Yellow Jackets. They say it's another SEC game and another game later on up in Colorado, but, who knows?
Well, that's not going to happen because I recorded it. I'll watch it when I get home. It'll start then.
We mentioned earlier about something being unveiled here tonight. We won't give that away just yet, but hope you are here to see it in person. If you're not, just don't leave your TV tonight because it's going to be displayed later on during tonight. Teams are on the field doing their warm-ups. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning into the 411 Network. Shout out to O'Sherry's Pub, another watch party tonight. Brett, did you go by this past week?
Nope, but I'm going by on Sunday night. I've got a fantasy football draft with some buddies. We're going to hang out, watch the Catholics versus the Convicts, and draft some fantasy football, watch Notre Dame whoop up on Miami, and enjoy some time in O'Sherry Irish Pub.
Make sure you introduce yourself, who you are.
I sure will.
Because we're giving them a lot of free advertisement, by the way.
They do a lot for the community.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? I honestly did not know that Miami and Notre Dame Sunday.
Yes, sir.
I guess I know it now, so I'll be watching it.
Sunday night football.
It's Labor Day weekend, starting off with the Moody Blue Devils at home versus Oxford. Of course, our Auburn Tigers are on the road at Baylor. That's coming on also tonight. I think Colorado, and I'm not sure who the other. I know Colorado plays tonight. My mind just went blank of who they're playing. But anyway, a lot of college football this weekend. Tomorrow's big game, Ohio State, Texas, Alabama, Florida State. Sunday night's a game, Monday night's a game. So it's the most wonderful time of the year when it gets Labor Day weekend.
You're absolutely right. I got a busy day tomorrow, but I've got a phone that's going to go with me everywhere I go on YouTube TV.
There you go, YouTube TV. Finally got that deal worked out with Fox.
Thank the Lord. I've been praying about that.
Amen. Amen and amen.
Again, we want to thank our sponsors on the 411 Network. We really appreciate your support, all those watching tonight. And again, if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube and you're putting a comment in, and if you, remember, Ashlyn's up here. She is doing quadruple duty, so no negative comments for her, please. She's she's already stressed it is, but she's doing a good job. And again, Eric Parsons, our engineer and producer, is up in Niagara Falls. Beautiful, beautiful city. I highly recommend, if you have not been there, to go to Niagara Falls. The very first Buffalo Wild Wings, the Anchor Restaurant, is where Buffalo Wild Wings actually was established, the idea for the restaurant. So hope Eric and them will be able to check that out. It is very good. They have more than just wings, obviously. So, Brett, tonight at the Bill and Willie, here home game. Great crowd coming in off 411 on the high school drive. Going to be exciting time, exciting night. Last week, it was one of those games that we just couldn't feel like we could get going.
Yeah.
And it's always that first game you always worry about. And, it was second game for Gainesville, really the third game, to be honest, having that Jamboree game. So they kind of already had the kinks worked out. Moody, as you saw, struggled, had some bright moments offensively and defensively, but when you got down 21-0 in the first quarter, you just got behind the chains, and it was kind of tough to catch up.
Yeah, it's easy to watch last week's football game and overreact, and there'll be a lot of overreactions after tomorrow's games play out. But, let's kind of go through it. We've already talked about it. Likely the best team that will play all year, even if we win a state championship. Let's talk about it's certainly the best defense that we will play this year, maybe the best defense that Moody has played in the history of this school. Talk about the box stacked with multiple Division I athletes, 2 guys that will be playing in Tuscaloosa in a couple of years. A lot of good to pull from last week. Let's talk about that offensive line that didn't give up a single sack. Let's talk about LaCameron Meadows, who basically only played one half, had 62 yards rushing and averaged 5 yards. KJ was up there as well, averaging over 3 yards per carry. A fantastic, a lot of stuff to build on. And you're right, people don't understand how difficult it is to come out and play your first game against a team that already has 1.5 games under their belt. Yeah. So it's a lot to talk about, and we can get into some statistics later, and we will. Easy to overact after watching last week's game. I think tonight the Blue Devils are going to start to put some pieces together, fall into a rhythm, and we'll be able to understand more of the identity of this year's Moody Blue Devils than we were able to last year. What do you think down there, Willie?
Well, in the words of famous quarterback Aaron Rodgers, RELAX. Relax. Everything you just said, I agree with 100%. You know, the thing is, while I have Dr. Walter standing here next to me.
We got breaking news, Willie?
No, I don't.
Okay.
You just tell Ashley to get going or something. I just said something. But anyway, agree with you 100% with what you just said. And again, it's now it's how the guys going to handle dealing with adversity. You know, that was a tough loss. I mean, we took 2 or 3 licks on the chin last week. And David, you pointed out there were a lot of good things that we did last week. So, we're going to be fine. I mean, we're going to be fine.
All right, we're going to get ready here, and well, we're going to take a commercial break, but we're going to keep rolling. I was told to keep rolling a little bit. So now the clouds have still covered up that sun, which is a blessing to us. I know, Willie, it's the shade, no sun down there, and we're looking at the crowd coming in, and it looks very good crowd tonight.
Yeah.
Coming off 411.
Great crowd, a lot of traffic. Old Mayor Bill Morris, the legend, my father out there taking up money as the folks are rolling in. A lot to look forward to tonight.
So one thing that we need to remember coming off 411, Bill Morris is going to talk to you. So that's probably why the line's so long. All right. We need to take a commercial break. Again, you're watching Moody Blue Devil Football on the 411 Network.
Play hard, play to win. But when sports injuries occur, you can rely on Encore. Our professional team treats all types of sports-related injuries for athletes of all ages. Our licensed therapists work closely with the patient, your family, and physician to get you back into action quickly and safely. At Encore, we love to see you move. Log on to EncoreRehab.com for a location near you.
Are you looking to purchase a property? We can help with that. Looking to buy land or investment property? We can help with that. Looking to list your property? We can help with that.
We are Exit Realty Crossroads, and we are here to help people buy and sell real estate in the central Alabama area. Our local and knowledgeable agents are here to help you through every step of the process. Go Blue Devils!
Football there, football there, football everywhere! What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
Huh. Okay, what if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he couldn't stop his body like a human, so he ends up trampling him, and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back, and he tramples him some more, and he's like, I'm so sorry, I'm a buffalo. I don't know my strength compared to you.
Wait, what?
Come on, ref! Let the boys play!
Welcome back to the 411 Network. We're about to have a special presentation down on the field. If you remember back in the summer, we had 4 of our players decided to adventure out on the Cahaba River at night, and you may can hear it over the PA. So I'm going to be quiet and let you watch this honoring the first responders.
The afternoon turned to evening. The boys had not returned home, and their parents alerted the authorities that they were missing. A massive multi-agency search began. At this time, we'd like to recognize the groups that aided in the search and rescue of our student athletes. Irondale Fire Department, Vestavia Hills Fire Department, Mountain Brook Fire Department, Rocky Ridge Fire Department, Vestavia Police Department, Oxford Police Department, and Irondale Police Department all participated in the rescue effort. If you would please direct your attention to the video board, you'll see a footage where the Oxford Police Department Air Unit located our missing students. Tonight, as Moody and Oxford take the field to compete, the Moody Blue Devils would like to recognize our honorary captains who worked together to prevent a tragedy and bring our boys home safely. In honor of tonight's matchup on behalf of the entire Moody family, we'd like to offer a huge thank you to all contributing individuals and agencies for your efforts to return our players back safely to their parents and to our sidelines. Thank you.
something that was supposed to be fun that night ended up being a little bit scary for the parents. I know when I saw the news break, when the first time you see that on the Cabo River at night, it's not really. You always think unfortunately, you always hope for the best, but you think of the worst. And we're glad to get that good news. And thank you to all the first responders, Oxford, Irondale, Leeds, Moody, everybody who participated in that search and finding our football players safe and sound. All right, we're going to get ready and get into our game day picks. We got 10 on the docket tonight. And again, we're going to do our St. Clair County schools. I believe Victory Christian is playing open, which means they're not playing. And I believe the Asheville Bulldogs, coming off a big win last week versus Springville, I believe they are off as well. So we'll go ahead and get to the first game tonight. The Pell City Panthers 1-0, big win last week versus Pelham. They're at Coosa Christian Conquerors, who lost against a Georgia team. So it's Rush Probst facing his old team, the Pell City Panthers. Willie, who do you have?
I got some of my boys down here picking at me while I'm doing this. So try to hold a straight face. So Coosa won last season 17-7 in the first ever meeting between the two schools. There will be lots of eyes, as you said, David, on this game with former Pell City and current interim coach Rush Probst coaching this game. I expect Coach Probst to throw a lot at the Panthers, just like he did the Blue Devils a few years ago. But I'm picking Pell City to overcome. Like earlier, Pell City is a much improved team.
So, Willie, you went with Pell City. Brett Staggs.
Couple quick facts. This is at Coosa Christian. They're number 2 in 2A. Rush Probst is there. They beat Pell City last year 17-7. Pell City has improved, but I don't think that they've improved enough to overcome that deficit and take on the Conquerors. I'm taking the Coosa Christian Conquerors to beat the Panthers tonight.
Brett Staggs goes with Coosa Christian?
That's right.
Whoa. Brett Madison picks Pell City. Ashlyn Cook, she also picks Pell City. Eric Parsons goes with the Panthers, and I'm going to go with the Panthers to get that win tonight. Game number 2, the Donahoe Falcons 0-1 at Raglan Purple Devils, who are also 0-1. Willie, who do you have?
Well, this is the 40th meeting between these two Class 1A rivals. Raglan leads the series 23-16. They started playing in 1975. I was 2. They played every year until 2000, took a 4-year break, and have played every season since 2004. The Falcons won at home last season, and I'm going to go with the Falcons to win on the road this season.
All right, Willie. So Willie goes with the Donahoe to get that win. I'm trying to put the initials on here, so bear with me. Brett Staggs, who do you have?
Close game last year, Willie. I'm on the same page with you about a lot, but I'm not on the same page with you here. I think the Raglan Purple Devils win in a close game tonight to avenge that loss from last year.
Brett Staggs goes with Raglan. Brett Madison, Ashlyn Cook, Eric Parsons also go with Raglan. And I'm with Brett. I'm going to go with the Purple Devils tonight to get that win. Game number 3, Ayrton Purple Cats. Their first game, they're at home against Georgiana Panthers, who lost last week. Willie, who do you have?
And you just took the words right out of my mouth. The Panthers lost their opener 34-6 to Greenville last week. This will be the Purple Cats' first game. This will only be the 6th meeting between these two, with Georgiana leading the series 4-1. Ayrton's only win came in 2012, 40-27. Ashlyn, I'm giving your team a chance picking your Purple Cats tonight.
We need to pause for a minute as we have our prayer and national anthem. All right, we're going to get right back into our picks. So, Brett Staggs, Ayrton Purple Cats, and Georgiana Panthers.
Hate to bet against Ashton's alma mater, but the Georgiana Panthers won big last year, and I'm taking them to win again tonight.
Brett goes with Georgiana. Brett Madison, Ashlyn Cook, Arian Parsons also goes with, and myself are going to go with the Purple Cats to get that win tonight. Our bonus pick, the Auburn Tigers at the Baylor Bears. Willie, who do you have? And be nice.
You'll be surprised. This series started back in 1954 when these two teams met in the Gator Bowl in Jacksonville, Florida. Auburn won 33-13. Baylor won at Auburn 14-8 in 1965, and in 1975 they played to the only tie in the series, 10-10 in Waco. The Bears took the lead in the series with a 15-14 win at Auburn a year later. I believe Auburn is set to have a great season with an offensive line that has 150 starts together, which usually leads to 9 or 10 wins. So, guys, from this Alabama fan, I'm picking Auburn to win a nice big game tonight.
Thank you, Willie. Brett Staggs.
Auburn Tigers win tonight, 21-31. Austin has 115 rushing yards, and the defense looks great. War Eagle.
Auburn wins per Brett Staggs. AU, Brett Madison, Ashlyn Cook, Eric Parson, and myself also go with Auburn to get that win tonight. War Eagle. All right, now we're getting into Region 6 play. Catholic of Montgomery, the Knights, 1-0. They are traveling up to St. Clair County Saints, who also got a big win last week, 1-0. Willie, who do you have?
The Knights are the defending state. This microphone is giving me a fit right now. Okay, they took business 6 at home versus St. James last week. The Saints are on cloud 9 right now after a big win on the road at Jemison, 61-20. The Saints missed the playoffs by one game last season, but I believe Coach Rob is looking to get the Saints. We're going to get the Saints over the hump this season. The Knights have a new coach this season also. The game should be closer than last time, but I'm picking the Knights to win a tough one on the road.
Brett Staggs.
I don't have a lot of commentary on this one. Catholic Montgomery Knights take the win. Need I say more?
Brett Staggs goes with Montgomery Catholic. Brett Madison, Ashlyn Cook, Eric Parsons, and myself also go with the Knights. Springville Tigers 0-1 at Fairview Aggies 1-0. Willie, who do you have?
Fairview leads this short series 2-1. Springville on the win in the series in 2017-24. Springville has looked the last few years and looking after a tough loss to arch rival Asheville. I don't think they will have enough to overcome the Aggies tonight. Picking Fairview.
Willie goes with Fairview to get that win. Brett Staggs.
Willie, I'm with you. Tigers took a tough loss to a rival last week. Still looking for an identity. The Aggies win tonight.
Brett Staggs goes with Fairview. We got Brett Madison, Ashlyn Cook, Eric Parsons, and myself also going with Fairview. Leeds Green Wave 1-0, big win against Mortimer Jordan. They're at Shades Valley, also 1-0. Willie, who do you have?
Shades. I tell you what, this microphone. All right, Shades Valley, formerly Shades Cahaba, leads this series 24-3-1.
Wow.
This series started back in 1926. Leeds did not get their first win against the Mountains until 1949, 21-19. They won also in 1951 and last season 28-19. The lone tie came in 1952, 13-13. Shades Valley is still working to get back to the mountains of old. Leeds is still the juggernaut under Coach Hood. I picked the Green Wave to get the win tonight on the road at Shades Valley.
Willie goes with the Green Wave. Brett.
Willie, I'm with you. Leeds looked really good against the Mortimer Jordan team last week. I'm taking them to get the victory tonight.
Brett Madison, Ashlyn Cook, Eric Parsons, and myself go with the Greenies tonight to get that win. Center Point Eagles 0-1 at Fultondale Wildcats, also 0-1. Willie.
This commentary will be short. These two teams started in 1990, but this is only the third meeting. The Eagles have won all 3 meetings, and they have not been close. Center Point goes 4-0 and gets the win tonight against the Wildcats.
All right, Brett Staggs.
Willie, I'm with you again. Big win last year for the Eagles. I think it's going to be a closer game, but I still think Center Point pulls out the dub tonight.
Brett Madison, Ashlyn Cook go with Center Point. Eric Parsons goes with the Fultondale Wildcats, and I'm also going to go with Center Point to get that win tonight. Munford Lions, they did not play last week, but they're on the road at Lincoln Golden Bears, who got a loss last week. Willie, who do you got?
This is the 81st meeting between these two I-20 rivals. This Munford leads the series 42-37-1. They started playing back in 1946. Out of 80 meetings, they've only had 3 overtime games. Lincoln struggled last season and was blown out in this game last season, 30-3. It may not be a blowout, but Munford get the win tonight.
Willie goes with Munford to get that win. Brett Staggs.
Lincoln still rebuilding, need to get an identity. I'm taking Munford to win as well.
Brett Madison, Ashlyn Cook, Eric Parsons, and myself are going with Munford to get the win tonight. Alexandra Valley Cubs at Jacksonville Golden Eagles, who won big last week. Willie, who do you have?
I absolutely love these long rivals. This is the 89th meeting in this long-standing rival that started back in 1925. They have split the last 6 meetings, with the Cubs winning 3 straight from 2019 to 2021, and Jacksonville has won the last 3 straight. The Eagles won a high-scoring game, 49-21 last season. I'm picking the Eagles to win their 4th straight in this series with a win tonight.
Brett Staggs, who do you have?
Alexander Valley Cubs are going to fall to the Jacksonville Golden Eagles, who won a big win over Etowah last week. Jacksonville gets the win.
Brett Madison, Ashlyn Cook, Eric Parsons, and myself are going with the Golden Eagles to get the win. The final game, game number 10 on the docket, Oxford Yellow Jackets 0-1 at your Moody Blue Devils, also 0-1. Willie, who do you have?
This is only the second meeting between these two. The Yellow Jackets won a thriller 24-21 last season in a game that had everything from lightning strikes, big 4th down conversions, and a field full of Division I players. It's tough to win on the road, as Moody found out at Oxford last season, but this time we are at the Bill. The Blue Devils took a few shots on the chin last week at Gainesville in their first game. A lot of improvements should take place from game 1 to game 2. The Blue Devils are under the home lights tonight, and I'm picking the Blue Devils to even this series with a huge win tonight.
Brett Staggs, who do you have?
A year ago, the Oxford Yellow Jackets went 13-1. Not an easy schedule either. They beat Mountain Brook and Clay Chalkville in the process, lost to the eventual 6A state champions in the semifinals, beat Moody in a rainy heartbreaker last year, but tonight the Blue Devils are going to settle into an identity, get going through the air and on the ground, and stuff a high-powered offense, and the Moody Blue Devils are going to come out on top and beat the Oxford Yellow Jackets in the Bill.
Brett Madison, Ashlyn Cook, Eric Parsons picked the Blue Devils to get that win tonight. I'm also going to pick Moody, but this is a game, like Willie, like you said, you should improve from game 1 to game 2. Moody, I believe, is going to be well prepared tonight, playing at home. Had an extra day of rest, but again, I'm going to talk about the do's and don'ts, and one of the don'ts is critical penalties at critical times. We've got to stay away from that tonight. They've got really a lot of playmakers on the Oxford side. Caleb Wynn, SEC caliber running back. Jalen Taylor, a wide receiver that just keep your eye on. He's number 1 for the Yellow Jackets. Number 10 on defense, Keenan Britt. I believe he's a South Carolina commit. The quarterback this year is Maddox Mims. His brother last year had a very good game. He was very poised, had that winning drive, that big 4th down conversion last year to get that victory there for the Yellow Jackets at home. So it's going to be an exciting night again. Moody needs to start off strong. Need to start off fast. That defense, that death row defense that they take so much pride in, really needs to step up tonight. So we're getting close to kickoff. Looks like we're about under 10 minutes before kickoff, and I'm looking for my producer, and she's being pulled in every different direction, so we need to take a commercial break. But Spirit Line is starting to form, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
As respected industry leaders, we are here,
working hard for you
in an effort to provide you with
excellence in sports medicine
and excellence in sports injury prevention.
We're here for the coaches, athletic trainers and mentors
who are shaping the next generation of legends.
We are here
to help keep your kids and family
safe and healthy.
We are here for you.
Aggressively pursuing
victory over injury.
As a superintendent, anytime you're designing and building new facilities, they're thinking about how do we make sure that that school can function not only for today, but in 25 years to 50 years.
I do know about running a school system, but I did not know a whole lot about construction. So Scout, just having them on board is just tremendous.
Jay and Sloan both make you feel like you're part of the project and you're not an outsider. There would be no way that I would go into a project without them.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Bart Perry in Pell City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister, Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, AlTrust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars and college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's got a rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap, rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
Willie's coming up to get batteries.
What do you dream of? Maybe you want to start your own business, buy your weekly cup of coffee, or to just be able to afford your favorite fruit at the grocery store. We're here to help. AlTrust isn't your average bank. We are a non-profit credit union staffed by Alabama locals and owned by you, our members. Because here, it's not just about banking. It's about having the financial help to live your life the way you want.
Welcome back into Bill Morris Stadium, 411 Network, where we're just getting very close to kickoff, under 7 minutes to go before kickoff tonight. Willie Strickland's heading on the way up to the press box. Got to get that microphone fixed. We believe his batteries are getting low on it, so he is heading up here. So it's just being Brett as you look at the head referee tonight. Hope he shows Moody a lot of love, Brett.
We're going to need it, and we'll get into that a little bit in the stack steps.
So last week, obviously the very first week, the 411 broadcasting team, we did not get to do a run-through like we usually do. So we kind of had our first game jitters as well and some mistakes, and one of them is missing the Stag steps to victory. Unfortunately, we missed that, but Brett was able to plug some of them in during last week's broadcast. So, again, apologies, Brett, for missing that, because we always look forward to the Stags' steps to victory. As the folks are rolling in off Highway 411 coming up High School Drive, as you can see, construction still going on here at the school. Parking, I think they have some parking spots available, more this year, I believe, not sure, but our captains are now running onto the field. Tonight's captain is number 77, Fish Brenniger. The Beast, number 6, LaCameron Meadows. Hank, number 4, Henry Smith. And number 15, Des Mobley are your captains tonight. Looking over on the Oxford Yellow Jacket side, trying to see their numbers. I know number 2, Kamari English, is one of the captains. I believe number 10, Kenan Brent, is also one. Willie won't be able to do the coin toss. Missing the coin toss due to his microphone. Number 51 is also Captain Joshua Stack. And the last one, he has his number pulled up so I cannot see it.
I bet you that's Taylor. If I'm just going to go out.
If he turns around, we can get him. Give him some love.
Is that number 1? I saw it on the shoulder pad.
Yeah, it's Jalen Taylor.
Heck of a player, committed to Marshall.
So as we're seeing the captains for both teams down there, sorry to not be able to have Willie as Mike. I believe the batteries were going. Did not see who won the toss. Somebody deferred. So I believe Oxford won the toss and deferred. So Moody won the toss. Well, really not sure, Brett. Did you see?
couldn't tell. I'll tell you what, whether we're getting the ball first or on defense first, I feel good about it.
Yep. Friday night in the build, and it doesn't get any better than this, Brett Staggs.
You are 100% right about that.
As that sun starts to set in the west, thank goodness, because it's not beaming on us.
What an incredible atmosphere. Still a traffic jam up on 411. Oxford brought a fantastic crowd, and the bill is getting packed out. I mean, Friday nights are in full effect, and there's no place like Bill Morris Stadium.
Both teams getting ready to run out.
Death row flag.
Yep. That death row defense. You know, one thing about the death row defense, last year when they subbed, not a lot of fall off with talent.
You're right.
This year, Coach Gaines talked about that. You know, they need some more depth. So that's a concern. So a lot of guys are going to be playing a lot of snaps this year.
You're right. But you also expect depth to get better as the season goes on and more younger guys to get reps. And we're seeing it already. You know, Des Mobley played a lot of meaningful reps last week, but really stepped up and had a big game last week, a lot of tackles. And we'll start to see more guys like that as the season goes on.
Under 3 minutes before kickoff. Again, we will not be able to have the game clock on the on your TV screen, so me and Brett will do our job to try to keep you updated how much time is left in the ball game.
Moody's run out sign. 'Tis the season for 75 and sunny. Hashtag blue mat mentality.
Well, I actually think it is 75 and sunny. It feels great down here.
Fantastic.
I'm showing 79 on my watch, so we're close, Willie.
Don't let Coach Cam hear you say that.
See Coach Campbell in the red shirt, so his defensive people can make sure they see him on calls.
Coincidentally, the color of blood, too.
Yeah, that's true. And here come your Moody Blue Devils taking the field. And as always, we look forward to our Stag Steps to Victory.
All right, everybody's going to be gathered around a TV, hands in their pockets, eating chicken wings tomorrow, and you're going to hear it a million times. Big third down here. Third downs are where games are won and lost. Moody offense must stay disciplined, make Jake Lowry's reads simple, and convert under pressure. By winning here, they're not only going to extend drives, but also dictate that tempo and force Oxford's defense to play long and stay on the field. Number 2, contain the playmakers. Caleb Wynn and Jalen Taylor are ballers, certified ballers. One on the ground and one through the air. Moody's defense has to key in on number 0 and number 1 and force Oxford's new quarterback to prove he can beat it without leaning on his stars. And step 3, discipline wins championships. Oxford's explosive, but last week they handed away plenty of yards and penalties. Moody's got to cash in on those mistakes and at the same time stay disciplined and never give away free yardage. Those are your Stag steps to victory, and they will guarantee a victory for the Moody Blue Devils. And if they don't, email me at davidsimpson@gmail.com.
Yeah, I didn't get a one of those. So, so it looks like Moody won the toss and deferred. It's how much we depend on Willie for him being down there for that kickoff.
Blame the batters, guys. Blame the batters.
Ryan McPherson is your new kicker this year.
Had a good game last week.
He did.
You know, really answered some questions, worried about losing some kickers and Caleb Goff punting, and had a fantastic job last week.
Fans still rolling in. Everybody on their feet here at the Bill. And game number 2 is off. Good kick from McPherson, goes out of the end zone. So the Yellow Jackets will start at their own 20-yard line. Again, quarterbacking for the Yellow Jackets will be number 13, Maddox Mims. He's a 5'11", 155 sophomore quarterback for the Oxford Yellow Jackets.
Had a great game, very competitive and gritty game last week. Lost to a team out of Georgia just barely in a back-and-forth game. His brother signed with Louisville, playing with them this year.
So 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets from their own 20. They have twins at the top, twins at the bottom. One lone setback. That will be Caleb Wynn. Maddox takes the handoff. We busted up in the middle, but he breaks it off, and that's what he's good to do. That's that first play. He pushed out of bounds after about a 13, 14-yard gain off that right side. We had him up the middle, Brett.
We did, and our defense absolutely swallowed that offensive line, blew the play up, but again, had issues with it last week. Got to wrap up, run our feet, and finish that tackle.
So the Jackets move the chains. Mims takes a snap. He drops back. He's being pressured. Pass is complete. And right there on him is number 23 for the Blue Devils.
That's Caden Mitchell. Had a big game last week. I think he was number 2 for the Blue Devils in tackles. He closed on a very athletic player and made an open field tackle. That's a huge play.
That play lost about 6 yards. So second and about 16 for the Yellow Jackets. Good defensive play there for Moody.
Again, keying in here on number 1, Jalen Taylor, a Marshall commit.
You got trips set at the top of your screen. Now they put a man in motion. Mims takes a snap. He looks. He rolls out. He's being pressured. He's got a guy wide open. Overthrows him. He had number 1, Jalen Taylor, wide open over there on the right side, Brett, but the ball was overthrown.
He really depends on Jalen Taylor. Last week, Mims threw for 206 yards. 150 of those went to Jalen Taylor. So he's always looking number 1's way, and the Blue Devils have to key on him if they want to win this football game.
A big 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 16. No, it's actually 3rd and 15 for the Yellow Jackets. Here, they got to get off the field on here, Brett.
And what do we say in the Stag Steps? Big 3rd down here. They're all big. But this opening drive is going to dictate how the rest of this football game goes. Quads to the top.
They send the man in motion. That's Wynn. Mims is looking. He's being pushed. He's being pressured out. He's going to run and tuck it. And he's going to go out of bounds. And he's going to be way short of the first down.
And that's coverage made that happen right there. Let's see, who was that? Noah Hicks covered up Caleb Wynn, gave him nowhere to throw. Maddox Mims didn't have an option, tucked it and ran, and they still got 4th and 13.
4th and 13. That Mims picked up 2 yards. So you have to be careful here. Anything can happen to these games.
Yep, Caleb Wynn's still in the football game. Never know what's going to happen.
Looks like we're going to bring the house. Takes it, good line drive kick. And we got a return. That's Josiah Dozier right up the middle. Good field position for the Blue Devils. Looks like they're going to be starting on their own 45-yard line.
Let's give it up for that death row defense. That's exactly what you want to see. Give up 1 first down, but then put your foot in the ground and make some big plays, open field tackles, and great coverage from those DBs that were tested a week ago.
Jake Lowry is your starting quarterback. Your long running back is the beast, LaCameron Meadows. You got trips down here at the bottom of your screen, single receiver at the top. We have motion from White. Elijah Rutledge is in motion, hands off to Elijah. He's got a blocker in front. He's got that corner. Elijah Rutledge, he's in open field. Elijah Rutledge picks up about 15 yards, and that picks up a Blue Devil first down.
Fantastic play call right there. We've got our athletes. We've got to be able to give them the football. Key in on Oxford. They typically run with 3 men down on the line of scrimmage, but they're going to send 4 almost every single time. A lot of times, that's going to be Keenan Britt, the South Carolina commit.
Moody's in their hurry-up offense. Lowry takes a snap, heads off the camera. Meadows. The Meadows breaks it open. He breaks the tackle. He breaks another tackle. He runs over him. He's still up down to 30, 25. He's down to the 20-yard line. There's the beast, folks. Oh, my goodness. LaCameron Meadows with another first down for the Blue Devils.
We've talked about it for 2 years. The Devils need a player who's just going to pick up the team and put them on their back. LaCameron Meadows, 62 yards against the best defense I'll ever play against in high school football last week. Averaged 5 yards. That was a stud football play right there.
Another move to change for the Blue Devils. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, from the Oxford 20-yard line. Max Myers is your center. Takes a snap. Lowry rolls. He's looking. Lowry rolls. He's going for that corner.
Oh, he caught it.
Josiah Dozier. He's in, folks. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
That is exactly what the Blue Devils needed to open up this football game. They were successful in every phase of offense right there. Jake Lowry rolls out. Fantastic throw on the run, and Josiah jumps up, snags it, and comes down with it. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. That's what we needed, Brett.
Absolutely electric, and that's exactly like you said, the Blue Devils needed to get a little bit of confidence coming out of a big game last week.
That all-important extra point. Snap, is low, plays, kick, it's up.
Wow.
And I believe he got it. With 10 minutes to go in the first quarter, your Blue Devils strike first. They lead 7-0. We'll take quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
The law firm of Hill, Gossett, Kemp, Barentine, and C welcomes retired Circuit Judge Phil C. to our 7-member legal team. Since 1985, we've served clients with experienced attorneys, including retired Judge Jim Hill, Matt Gossett, Joe Kemp, Kyle Barentine, Shelley Rawlings, and Kirk Walker, focusing on civil litigation, personal injury, domestic relations, criminal law, real estate, probate and estate planning, corporate law, and mediation. With offices in Moody and Pell City, call 205-640-2000. A firm large enough for all your legal needs, but small enough to know your...
We're coming back.
If they keep that up, I'm not going to have a voice.
Welcome back to the 411 Network. You just saw Moody take their opening drive, march 55 yards for a touchdown. Wow, just wow.
Successful in every phase, speed sweep, outside zone, deep ball to one of your best receivers. Jake Lowry looked great, so did the rest of the team. Offensive line dominates. That's exactly what you want to see out of your Blue Devils offensively, and before that, defensively.
Yep. McPherson has it teed up. We're 10 minutes to go in the first quarter, and your Blue Devils are on top 7-0. Deep kick. That goes in the end zone. So the Oxford Yellow Jackets will start from their own 20-yard line.
Be interesting to see how Oxford reacts to getting shut down the way they did. Again, Blue Devils didn't get to roll like that against such a competitive team last week, so more than anything, they needed confidence to see what they could do against a highly competitive football team. These are no slouches, the Oxford Yellow Jackets.
No. You are correct. Maddox Mims looks over the defense, looks back to the sideline. He has his play. Takes a snap, hands off to Wynn. He's looking for a running room. He ain't finding none. He lost maybe 1 yard.
And let's talk about a matchup we've got right here. This is Cam Mallory against a Oxford Yellow Jacket number 77, Bryson Sanderson, with multiple SEC offers. And Cam Mallory just lived in the backfield right there, blew up that play, gave him no space.
That's that West Virginia commit. So 2nd and 11. Wynn goes in motion. He's set. Maddox keeps it. He got an open room. Sims. He's got some room over there. He's going to pick up a first down. Maddox Mims, over there on that right side, picks up a Yellow Jacket first down.
Not afraid to tuck it and run. Did it multiple times last week against Central Carrollton, Georgia. He's got some wheels on him and made a good read right there.
He picked up about 12. So 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 30-yard line. Wynn goes in motion. Little screen place over the middle. Oh, and it was read perfectly.
That's
number 11 for our Blue Devils.
Be Josh Willett.
That's Josh Willett.
Cofield was also in on the tackle right there. Fantastic read, and Oxford does like to throw and run a lot of screen passes from the Yellow Jackets.
So 2nd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets. Mims takes a snap. He's looking. He's being pushed out, being chased. Pass is complete. There's Taylor. He's going to pick up about 10, 11 yards, and he picks up a moves the chain and gives Oxford another set of downs.
Brock was bringing pressure right there, got lateral, didn't let him really out of the pocket, but Mims was able to stick his foot in the ground and turn around for a hitch route. Good pass from Mims, good catch from Jalen Taylor, and they did that a lot last week for 150 yards and a couple TDs.
Wynn takes a snap up the middle. He pushes the pile. He picks up about maybe 4 yards. They're going to say 3, so it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets got some big boys down on the line of scrimmage, talking 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", SEC offers down there. Tough matchup for the Blue Devils.
Looks like Oxford's finding their rhythm. There's Wynn on the right side. He's being pushed out. He hits the corner, and he's tackled out of bounds. He picks up positive yardage.
Caleb Wynn, a week ago against a tough Georgia team, 165 yards and 3 touchdowns. Committed to South Alabama. Fantastic running back, gave us fits last year. He's starting to get into form right here. Let's see if the Blue Devils can contain him.
Big 3rd and 4 here. Big 3rd down for your Moody Blue Devils. Let's see if that that death row defense steps up. Mims takes it. Going to give it to Wynn. He's looking for running room. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. He may have picked up 2 yards. Don't be surprised if Oxford is 4-down territory here, Brett.
He ran into a brick wall that is Barack Willis, multiple SEC offers, a 4-star in his own right. Fantastic play for the Blue Devils.
Yep, they're going to go. They're going to go quick here and try to draw us off sides.
And we're bringing our big boys in. Expect them to give
Watch for a hard count. The ball's on the ground. Moody takes over. Moody takes over. Oxford was trying to hurry, Brett, and it was not set, and they snapped the ball. Perfect play call for the Moody Blue Devils.
I mean, the Blue Devils sent their big boys in there. A little bit of intimidation. You know, Maddox Mims, great quarterback, but still young, only a sophomore, taking over the reins for his brother who's playing in Louisville. Just missed the snap on that one, and the Blue Devils are able to start on their own 45-yard line, or on their opponent's, excuse me.
Yep, 1st and 10 Blue Devils from the Oxford 45-yard line. Don't be surprised if you see something over the middle here, Brett. Jake Lowry looks over the defense, sends a man in motion. He takes the snap. He's going to hand off LaCameron Meadows. He's trying to hit that corner. He's got that corner, and he runs out of bounds. He may have lost. It's probably going to be no gain.
Yeah, he made something out of nothing right there. He was being chased down by number 52 for the Oxford Yellow Jackets, and that was Xavier Endicott, still able to get outside and not lose yardage, but not how you want to start first down.
2nd and 10 for Moody. Lowry looks back to the sideline to get his play. 22 seconds left on the play clock. Takes the snap. LaCameron Meadows looking. He's looking. He stutter steps. He's pushing the pile. LaCameron Meadows pushes the pile about 5 yards.
Solid pickup on first down, and if you rewound that play, you would see just a massive movement. The Blue Devil offensive line shoved back this Oxford box 4 to 5 yards, and good to see some movement right there.
So they give him 4, so 3rd and 6 for your Blue Devils. Hard count from Lowry. They're changing the play. So you're going to have trips at the top of your screen. A single wide receiver, Josiah Dozier at the bottom. Lowry takes a snap. He looks back. He throws it over. Oh, my goodness! Oh, they're going to call incomplete, I believe.
Yeah, he had it and he dropped it.
But they're going to give him reception.
Oh, maybe.
Fumble out of bounds.
I think he fumbled out of bounds.
Oh, they called a fumble. Okay,
yep.
And recovered.
Yep.
That's big. So that's Elijah right there. What a catch. Just a dogfight in midair after that ball from Lowry. Elijah comes down with it, fumbles it out of bounds. The Blue Devils keep it empty formation.
Oxford coaches next door not very happy with that call. They thought it was incomplete. So 1st and 10, Moody on the move. Lowry takes a snap, fires it over. LaCameron Meadows with it. He takes the reception, and he goes. Looks like he picked up about 8 yards on that reception. Great play call.
Yeah, really improved on that from last week. Couldn't get it going. Max Myers right there was able to hold off a horde of Yellow Jackets. His brother Mason going to get the start for Arkansas State tomorrow.
Coach Gaines is talking to a ref about something. I don't know what's going on.
Blue Devils starting to get what we didn't see last week, a little bit of swagger and rhythm.
Little razzle dazzle. He's got the room over there. He's got some open field. I believe he's going to pick up the first down. We have an official timeout. We do have an official timeout for heat. I'm still going to do that heat timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Kelsey, what up?
I think I messed up, Hank. I don't think I can walk away from football.
Say less. I got you. Jason Daniel Kelsey, welcome back to football.
This is a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Exactly. Where you watch all the games while stuffing your face with, like, the greatest wings.
So good.
And all the beer.
There we go. Let's go.
See? B-Dubs is football.
It's football.
It's football. Let's go, Sports Ball.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Manor brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Manor brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6.
Pick 6.
Welcome back in. Welcome back into the 411 Network. 1st and 10 Blue Devils. Knocks for 20-yard line. The Cameron Meadows, he slips and falls down.
First down, Turf Monster makes the tackle.
5 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. So it'll be second. He actually lost 2 yards. So 2nd and 12.
Second and 13.
Jake waits on the snap. Dozier in motion. Passes, in and out of the hands. Intended for number 1, Josiah Dozier.
Jake, I've been impressed. Even last week he started to fall into it. Very difficult to make throws like that on the run, but he's rolling out of the pocket, delivered a dime, wasn't able to connect. But happy to be able to see that out of QB1 Jake Lowry.
3rd and 13 for your Moody Blue Devils. We need to get big play here.
We've got the momentum, and we need to keep it right here. We need to lean on them early on because we may not have the depth.
Lowry drops back. He's looking. He's going. He got a man wide open. He's got the Cameron Meadows. It's called incomplete. Oh, Brett, he was wide open.
Yeah, great play call right there. Would have called that Red Washington back in my playing days. Jake, again, very accurate with his throws tonight. A couple of unfortunate drops, but players will start to settle into that. Let's see if we can get 3 points on the board here.
Looks like this will be about a 47-yard field goal. Snap, place, kick, it's up, it's got the distance, it's hooking, it is good! Wow!
Word.
With 4 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the first quarter, your Devils lead 10-0. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Play hard, play to win. But when sports injuries occur, you can rely on Encore. Our professional team treats all types of sports-related injuries for athletes of all ages. Our licensed therapists work closely with the patient, your family, and physician to get you back into action quickly and safely. At Encore, we love to see you move. Log on to EncoreRehab.com for a location near you.
Welcome back into the 411 Network. Moody gets 3 points off a turnover. They're throwing footballs up in the stands here.
Looks like we're about to get smashed with one. McPherson, we just heard, is a 4-star recruit for the Blue Devils, and that looked like it. What a great weapon you have the kicker that can make it from that distance.
That was a 5-star kick to me, Brett.
Sure was.
Another deep, deep kick, and it will be in the end zone. So again, Oxford will set up 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Oxford was able to fall into a little bit more of a rhythm on the last drive than they were the first drive. The Blue Devils bent but did not break. Keying in here, later in the game, they've got Jalen Taylor. He is a beast. 150 reception yards last week. Also had an interception. He goes both ways and plays like a stud. But as the game goes on, he starts to wear out and get a little bit more tired, and they lean on the running game a little bit more. So look to the Blue Devils to shut that down early.
Maddox Mims waits on the snap. He takes it. That's William up the middle, big hole. He picked up about 8-9 yards that they're going to give him 8. So big gainer.
Yeah, big first down really opens up the playbook. You want to look out for a shot play right here.
Yep.
You don't want to get beat over the top on 2nd and short.
High snap. Win again. He's up the middle. He's finding some room. Brock Willis on that tackle. He picks up another Yellow Jacket first down. He moves the chains.
They see something they like. Big 77 Bryson Sanderson clearing some holes at the line of scrimmage. Blue Devils are going to have to get some firm stops at the line of scrimmage to shut that down, because Yellow Jackets, I've seen them do it with Rock Thomas years ago. They'll just run that play till you stop them.
Yep. Defense looks a little confused. Mims takes the snap. He's fired over the middle. Got a guy wide open. And he catches the ball. That's that tight end we were told about earlier today.
It's number 3, Jackson Newton. He is a transfer from 1A Walter Welborn. He played just about everything for them. He was their it guy. Transfers over to Oxford, making his appearance felt early. Didn't play a week ago due to some sickness, but now back on the field and a big catch for the Yellow Jackets.
That's a big first down for the Oxford Yellow Jackets, keeping that drive alive. Mims takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's being pressured. He rolls out and passes over to, looks like that's Taylor.
They're going to call it a catch.
And they're going to say it's a catch. It's about an 8-9 yard catch. So Oxford's finding a rhythm here, Brett.
Yeah, a little bit too much cushion for Jalen Taylor, but he's so talented. You don't want to get beat over the top, so Blue Devils are going to have to adjust to that.
3 minutes, 17 seconds to go in this first quarter. Win right up the middle. Ball's on the ground. The ball's on the ground. Moody's got it. Moody has it. Big turnover for the Blue Devils. Oh, my goodness. That's what we needed, Brett.
That's exactly what we needed. Early on in this football game, the Blue Devils snagged the momentum, but with that drive right there from the Yellow Jackets, you could see it start to shift. That's 2 big turnovers for the Blue Devils, 1 on downs and 1 recovered fumble. Blue Devils have to continue to ride this momentum, put some more points on the board so we can go with a big lead out of the first half.
3 minutes, 8 seconds to go in this first quarter. Looks like it's 1st and 10. Moody from their own, looks like 16, 17-yard line.
Would love to see a long, sustained drive from the Blue Devils here. Mix it up like they did in the first one.
We got trips at the bottom of the screen, a single receiver at the top. Lowry takes the snap. Hands off to Cameron Meadows off that left side. He's looking, trying to find some runner, and he's still up, and he's hard to bring down. He's still up. They did not bring him down. I don't know. They're going to mark him with a loss there. He's going to lose about 2 yards.
Yeah, never went down. Yellow Jacket defensive end on the right side set the edge. Tackles kept the inside muddy, just couldn't get upfield. Keenan Brett came in on cleanup duty right there.
I lost 2 yards, 2nd and 12.
So 2nd and 12 for your Blue Devils. Have an Auburn update. Looks like Baylor leads 3-0 in the first quarter. Lowry takes a snap. He's being pushed. He's got to get rid of it. He throws it. Got a receiver. Pass is complete. Stutter steps. Aiden White with a catch. He picks up about.
Complete that Aiden White.
He picks about 9 yards.
Yeah, and if this was a video game, he'd get the badge improviser right there. Able to roll out and avoid a couple of pursuers and complete a pass to Aiden White right there just to make something out of nothing.
He picked up officially 10 yards, so 3rd and 2 for your Blue Devils.
Heavy packages in for the Blue Devils.
Henry Smith, Hank comes in.
Big old boy.
Western Kentucky commit. The Cameron Meadows going to hit that corner. He's going to hit that left corner. He's going to get that first down. He stutter steps. He's off the sideline. The Cameron Meadows down to about the 41-yard line of Moody.
We've seen that twice right here. He's got the ability. He's a big kid, but he's got the ability to bounce it outside, get upfield, and pick up some yardage. Great play right there. And let's talk about this. Not a lot of flags and whistles so far for the Blue Devils, really playing some disciplined ball in this first quarter.
1st and 10, Blue Devils. Looks like they're going to mark him out at about the 39, Moody's 39-yard line. Here they come with the blitz. They back off of. That's Kenan Britt.
Yep, South Carolina.
He played defensive end last year, Brett Staggs, and they moved him to linebacker, so he's moving around. Lowry takes a snap. He looks. He throws. Passes complete to Elijah Rutledge. He's going to pick up about 11, 12 yards, and that's going to be another Blue Devil first down.
Yeah, and what a throw after the contact. He took a shot on that, but showed some boldness to stick in the pocket and deliver a dime to Elijah. QB1 is looking fantastic tonight.
Right at midfield. 1st and 10, Moody, they're on the move. High pitch, just a little bit high, intended for Elijah Rutledge over there on that left side.
Intended for Elijah, who's, no stranger to screen passes. 3 receptions for 41 yards a week ago. Just couldn't connect on that one. Shout out the offensive line. I haven't mentioned this yet. 0 sacks against one of the best boxes Moody may have ever faced in the history of the program.
Shout out to our camera students who are running our cameras tonight. Appreciate them and what they do. So 2nd and 10, Moody. Dozier in motion. The Cameron Meadows, he does a little stutter step, and they find him in the backfield, and he's going to lose. They're going to mark him about 2-yard loss, so it's going to be 3rd and 12 now for Moody.
A lot of pre-snap movement. Go ahead, Willie.
Hey, just like last year, guys, we got a light rain. It just started raining, but as long as it's not lightning, we're good.
Loss of 2 yards, 3rd and 12.
I think it was a 30% chance of rain, and here's your 30%.
Yep.
So 3rd and 12 for Moody. The Cameron goes in motion. In and out of the hands of 2 Moody receivers there. There is a flag. I think they're going to get us for holding, yep.
Yeah, it looks like it. I was about to say he had about a century to make a throw there, and play goes on that long. Officials are going to find something.
I don't know if they're going to decline. They're going to decline it, yeah. It's holding against Moody, so it'll be declined to be 4th down. So it looks like Coach Gaines is going to send out the punt team as a slight rain falls here at the Bill.
Blue Devils up 10-0 with 32 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
Jalen Taylor did to receive.
Jalen Taylor back to receive. He's got some wheels, so he's a dangerous return man. Blue Devils are going to have to make sure they fall into their lanes.
Gets the punt away. Decent punt. And Taylor's going to take it, and he's got a wall. And he's got room. And there's a clip right there. He's coming back.
Gonna get us,
yeah, he's going to come out. He's down the sideline. They don't know there's a flag.
Yeah, Desron Mobley was blocked in the back pretty aggressively. 2 flags on the play at least.
So it's going to be block in the back against Oxford. And the fans over there are not happy.
They're not happy, but rules are rules. Desron would have made the tackle right there if he wasn't smashed from blocking the back there. Oxford offense, mix of pass and run. They really do mix it up. They like to stick to the screen passes because they want to get Caleb involved in the passing game. But if they're going to go deep, it's almost 100% of the time going to be Jalen Taylor. A couple of good wide receivers, but none of them stack up to Caleb and Jalen.
Oxford will take over 1st and 10 from their own 15.
So 1st and 10 for Oxford at their own 15-yard line as the light rain falls. Let's see what Yellow Jackets dial up as Taylor goes in motion. Wynn gets the carry. He ain't going nowhere.
Wow.
He picks up about maybe 1 yard, maybe 2. They're going to give him 2.
Swarm of Blue Devils come in to finish out the stop. Oxford likes to do this a lot. They'll pull the opposite guard and tackle, try to clear a hole, and have some lead blockers open up a gap. But
and that's the end of the first quarter. Your Moody Blue Devils 10, Oxford Yellow Jackets 0. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Are you looking to purchase a property? We can help with that. Looking to buy land or investment property? We can help with that. Looking to list your property? We can help with that.
We are Exit Realty Crossroads, and we are here to help people buy and sell real estate in the central Alabama area. Our local and knowledgeable agents are here to help you through every step of the process. Go Blue Devils.
Football there. Football there. Football everywhere. What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
Huh. Okay, what if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he couldn't stop his body like a human, so he ends up trampling him, and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back, and he tramples him some more, and he's like, I'm so sorry, I'm a buffalo. I don't know my strength compared to you.
Wait, what?
Come on, ref! Let the boys play!
As respected industry leaders, we are here.
Working hard for you.
In an effort to provide you with
excellence in sports medicine
and excellence in sports injury prevention.
We're here for the coaches, athletic trainers and mentors
who are.
Welcome back to the 411 Network. 2nd and 8 for the Oxford Yellow Jackets. And it got a penalty. Offsides against Moody.
Flag.
Looks like that's Colin Baker over there.
Yeah, those free yards you just really can't afford to give up, especially with the momentum starting to shift this way.
Bring up 2nd and 2.
So 2nd and 2 for the Yellow Jackets. Mims waits for the snap. He takes it. He's looking to throw. He's going to keep it and run. Oh, look at Henry Smith. Was that Henry or was that Jagger?
That's Brock.
Brock Willis.
Just swallowed him up, and that's called, if you're a middle linebacker, you know that word. He scraped across the middle, found an open hole, stopped him in the backfield. That's a big-time play from a big-time player.
Play loses about 3 yards. So it looks like it's 3rd.
4 yards to go.
They're going to say officially 2 yards, so 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down here, Brett Staggs.
It is. 3rd and short to medium. Blue Devils really need to get off the field. You can expect a dose of Caleb Wynn right here.
Mims takes the snap. He's being pressured. He throws it over there. Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 5. Bo Mims, 6'3", 210. Sophomore for the Yellow Jackets. Going to bring up a 4th down. Great defensive stand for your Moody Blue Devils.
Yeah, Colin Baker closed on that one. Able to help break that pass up. I mean, fantastic. Big 3rd down right there.
As the rain falls here at the Bill, we are getting those cameras covered. Eric Parsons, I know you're watching. Watch for a hard count right here to kind of keep this drive alive. He gets the snap. He gets the punt. Josiah Dozier back here. He's just going to let it go.
Peter,
and they're going to let it. They're going to let it die. It'll be marked at about the 41-yard line of Moody. We'll stay with it. Our director's being pulled in every direction right now as this rain's falling, a light rain.
Yep, doing a fantastic job, keeping everything going. Blue Devils, again, a favorable field position. See what they've got drawn up. We'll be surprised to see him take a shot right here on 1st down.
Showing a flag on the TV screen. There was no flag. Trips at the top of the screen. Low snap. LeCameron picks it up. He sees a little runner. LeCameron Meadows up the middle. Wow, he picks up about 11 yards. Oh, my goodness. LeCameron Meadows Smart play there.
Yeah, low snap, raining a little bit. Lowry mishandled it, but when you're an athlete like LaCameron Meadows, you can turn something out of nothing.
Got some good DNA. His daddy, Lou Meadows, played for the Blue Devils back in the early 2000s. Got twins at the top, twins at the bottom. Hey, Moody sends a man in motion. LaCameron Meadows, no, Jake throws it. Oh, the pass is incomplete. And Josiah had some running room, Brett.
He did. Little casual right there with the catch, maybe thrown to his back hip, but rain may have been responsible for that incompletion. They're going to have to adjust to that.
Usually you see the ball boy with a rag or a towel over the football, and I think that's what they're telling them, make sure to keep them balls covered. So 2nd and 10 for your Blue Devils. White goes in motion, another low snap. Jake looks to throw. He's going to go deep. He's going down there. He's throwing in triple coverage, and the pass falls incomplete.
Intended for Josiah there. Chunked that ball. Super deep, but not able to connect, so we got 3rd and 10.
You show how much respect they have for Josiah. Had 3 guys defending him. So 3rd and 10 for Moody. We need to get a first down and keep this drive going. They got some razzle-dazzle here. J.B. Myers comes out as a wide receiver.
Throw him a slant.
LaCameron Meadows up the middle. He's still going. He gets about 1 yard, so it's going to be 4th and 9. Let's see what Gaines and his staff decide to do.
Yeah, that was number 50, Terrion Russell. He's been in the backfield over the Blue Devils a lot. Just been very disruptive. Was able to make first contact and hold on until the rest of the Yellow Jackets got there to finish him off.
Looks like Moody's going to roll the dice here and go for it. 4th and 9.
Yeah, Yellow Jackets screaming, watch the ball.
This could be that where you see Jake Lowry back up and do that little pooch kick.
Yeah, looks like we might.
We got 6 seconds to go on the 25-second game clock, down to 2, down to 1. We're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, probably going to go.
We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Shaping the next generation of legends.
We are here to help keep your kids and family
safe and healthy.
We are here for you.
Aggressively pursuing
victory over injury.
As a superintendent, anytime you're designing and building new facilities, they're thinking about how do we make sure that that school can function not only for today, but in 25 years to 50 years.
I do know about running a school system, but I did not know a whole lot about construction. So Scout, just having them on board is just tremendous.
Jay and Sloan both make you feel like you're part of the project and you're not an outsider. There would be no way that I would go into a project without them.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Bart Perry in Pell City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote.
Welcome back to the 411 Network. Big 4th down. Looks like Moody has sent in their punting team. 9 minutes and 25 seconds to go in this first half. Moody on top, 10-0. As a slow, steady rain falls here at Bill Morris Stadium.
Dangerous return man, Jalen Taylor.
Low snap.
Oh.
Looks like it's going to be marked. They mark it about the 16-yard line. I thought he touched it before that, but
yeah,
we'll take it.
We've seen both punt teams catch a ball that was still moving in the right direction so far. Still got some of those early season special teams mental mistakes, but that'll get cleaned up by old Coach Wiley.
So 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets from their own 17-yard line.
10, Oxford at their own 17.
9 minutes to go, and they've been a little bit more productive each drive, so we'll see the Blue Devils stick a foot in the ground right here. We got 11 personnel with 1 tight end and 1 running back.
They send Taylor in motion. Mims takes the snap. He's looking. He's going to throw a little screen over the middle. He's got some blockers, but they read it well. Great tackle by Cam Mallory.
Yeah, Caden Cofield in on there as well. Fantastic reads. And if you remember early on in the season last year, Blue Devils got kind of blown up by that screenplay, including against Oxford, and they've been able to really make some adjustments and shut that down early this season.
Play made 1 yard, so 2nd and 9 for the Yellow Jackets. They got that big tight end, number 3, Jackson Newton over here at the bottom of your screen. Mims takes the snap, hands off to Mims, right up the middle, right into Cam Mallory. You're not going to gain much running into him.
I don't believe that was Cam Mallory. That was actually, who do we got on that?
That's number 51.
Yeah, that was Willie Kimball Jr. Also not going to move very far running into that big young man. Just a mountain in the middle of the defensive line.
3rd and 7. Let's see if this Moody Blue Devil defense can get off the field.
Big 3rd down here, always is.
They send Taylor in motion. High snap. He looks to throw it over to Taylor. He's got blockers. He's got running room. And he falls forward. He breaks away and gets out of bounds, but I think he's good enough for the first down over there. See where they mark him. Yep, it's going to be a first down. Good play call there from the Yellow Jackets coaching staff.
Well executed also by the team. The Blue Devils had the people in the right position, just couldn't make the penetration on those blockers and bring them down.
So that keeps the drive alive. 7 minutes and 58 seconds to go in this first half. Mims takes the snap, hands off to Wynn, looking for a little run up the middle. He found a little hole, and he gets about 4 or 5 yards. Looks like he's going to get 4.
Quick cut right there, and Caden Mitchell on the tackle may have saved a touchdown. He was moving when he came through the line of scrimmage.
They're in the huddle up quick offense. We look confused on defense, so snap, Win again. But, the ball's on the ground. The ball's on the ground. The ball's picked up.
Still out. And the Blue Devils.
Moody has it.
Teofilo.
Marshall Teofilo with a recovery.
Wow.
There's that black death row, the black shirts.
Man, and you know Marshall Teofilo is jacked up after not getting to play a week ago. Just came out, one of the defensive leaders. Again, 2 forced turnovers already by the Blue Devils. Actually 3, 2 forced fumbles and 1 turnover on downs. The black shirts are finding every way to shut down the Oxford Yellow Jackets.
Coach
right
Campbell gave Marshall Teofilo that death row defense, the black flag there.
Henry Smith in for the Blue Devils.
So the ball's set on the 10-yard line, so we get 1st and goal for – no, it's actually on the 14, my bad. Lowry takes the snap, going to give it to Cameron Meadows. Right up the middle, Cameron Meadows runs over people. Oh, my goodness. He picks up about 9 yards.
Man, there's X's and O's and there's Jimmys and Joes, and then there's a 3rd category. Dudes. And that man right there is a dude. Just put his foot down, got through the line of scrimmage, and carried a couple tacklers with him.
He's earned the nickname The Beast. He earned that last year, and that Beast just ran over 2 players. So 2nd and 1 for the Blue Devils. Low snap. The Cameron just stutter steps. He pushes the pile, and he's going to get that first down. It's going to be 1st and goal at about the 2-yard line, maybe 1.5, Brett Staggs.
Yeah, not a great connection from the quarterback and center right there. Lowry able to handle a low snap and get the handoff, picks up a first down, and give the Blue Devils 4 tries inside of 3 yards. I like our chances.
Just got a text from my family, my daughter, saying Auburn's up 7-3.
Henry Smith still in at tight end, just a big body for the Blue Devils.
That's a dangerous throw there. I like the call.
Yep.
But you got number 6, the Beast, and he doesn't look tired. You got to feed the Beast, right, Brett?
Yeah, you're right. You know, early in the season, a game like this, you've got the momentum. You don't hate it to try to throw a fade route to a great athlete like Josiah Dozier, but they just did not look in sync. And if I got Marshawn Lynch, I'm handing it to him.
6 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first half. Lowry takes a snap, hands off. There it is, the Beast, pushing the pile. The Beast, he's got to be in. He's in! Touchdown, Blue Devils!
And Oxford's still saying no touchdown, but the officials look like they disagree. Touchdown, Moody. LaCameron Meadows just refused to go down, put 6 more points on the board. Blue Devils up big in the first half.
LaCameron Meadows just pushed Kenan Brett back, and Kenan Brett didn't like it. He walked over to the referee who called touchdown, arguing with him, but it didn't change the outcome. Waiting on that all-important extra point. Ryan McPherson waits on the snap. Snap, place, kick, up. It looks good from here, and it is. With 6 minutes, 9 seconds to go in this first half, your Moody Blue Devils 17, Oxford Yellow Jackets 0. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister, Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, AlTrust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars and college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
What do you dream of? Maybe you want to start your own business, buy your weekly cup of coffee, or to just be able to afford your favorite fruit at the grocery store. We're here to help. AlTrust isn't your average bank. We are a non-profit credit union staffed by Alabama locals and owned by you, our members. Because here, it's not just about banking. It's about having the financial help to live your life the way you want.
The law firm of Hill, Gossett, Kemp, Barentine & C welcomes retired circuit judge Phil C. to our 7-member legal team. Since 1985, we've served clients with experienced attorneys, including retired Judge Jim Hill, Matt Gossett, Joe Kemp, Kyle.
Welcome back to the 411 Network. 6 minutes, 9 seconds to go in this first half. Moody leads 17-0 over the Oxford Yellow Jackets. And Brett, you could not ask for a better start here at the Bill.
You absolutely can't, especially a 5A team playing up against a competitive 6A team. Typically, there's a difference in depth there. So what you really want to do is a smaller school coming in, put some points on the board before halftime, so that way we can go up, earn the momentum, and put the nail in the coffin in the second half.
Ryan McPherson has it teed up. Still a little slight rain falling here at the Bill. Deep kick, and it will go into the end zone. And Oxford again will start from their own 20-yard line.
Oxford will take over 1st and 10.
Oxford's got to be frustrated. You know, they're starting to put a few drives together, get something going on the ground really. Not a ton through the air, but a little bit. And then they've just been eaten up by the turnover bug. The Blue Devils have done a fantastic job taking advantage of those mistakes.
Yep.
And that's what you have to do to win big football games.
I believe 10 points off turnovers. Is that correct? Or is that?
No, that's right.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets. They're showing trips down here at the bottom of your screen. Mims takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He fires it over. Pass is complete. Defending on the play is Jagger Ludoff. He's going to pick up about 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Andre Ford on the reception from the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Speedy little receiver picks up a big chunk on first down.
He's got a lot of running room over there. Gets a block. That play picks up big yardage for Oxford. Moves the chain, so they're going to be set up 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line.
Screen to the wide side of the field can go one of two ways, really good or really bad. Oxford's able to get a favorable matchup that they liked and get upfield.
Mims with the snap, looking to throw it again, throws over the middle, it's complete. They have found something here, Brett Staggs. That's big yardage. That's 3 big plays and big yardage.
And that's Ford again right there. Looks like 3 plays in a row, quick passes. That's what they've gone to. The Blue Devils are going to have to press a little bit.
10 yards, another first down for Oxford. Now Wynn gets it. He breaks up off the left side. Doesn't find much running room over there. He's only going to pick up about 2 yards. So it'll be a 2nd and 8 for the Yellow Jackets with 4 minutes and 42 seconds to go in this first half.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Josh Willett comes out of the ball game. Takes the snap. He's going to hand off to Wynn. Oh, he broke the tackle. We had him back there. Cameron Mallory's not going to miss many.
No, he's not. I mean, he's just an overwhelming force. Ends up in the backfield, gets a paw on him, but not able to bring a strong running back like him down.
So it's going to be 3rd and 3.
With 3 yards to go,
This is going to be 4 down territory, Brett, for the Yellow Jackets.
Caleb Wynn's not in the ball game.
They send Taylor in motion, and they're bringing that rush. Oh, it was played perfect. Oh, my goodness, Noah Hicks. Wow, wow. And I thought I saw a yellow flag, but that's Coach Wiley having an orange flag down there. About gave me a heart attack.
Noah Hicks, beautiful read, closed on it with intense speed. You know, the Yellow Jackets went to those quick throws and were able to pick it up, but the Blue Devils closed hard on that one.
3 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the first half. It's going to be 4th and 7.
Got to ask a question about Caleb Wynn. Didn't see him a lot on that drive. Don't know if he's out on injury or what happened as the Blue Devils come over to our sideline.
So it looks like Oxford's going to take a timeout. With 3 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the first half, we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Barentine, Shelley Rawlings, and Kirk Walker, focusing on civil litigation, personal injury, domestic relations, criminal law, real estate, probate and estate planning, corporate law, and mediation. With offices in Moody and Pell City, call 205-640-2000. A firm large enough for all your legal needs, but small enough to know your name.
Kelsey, what up?
I think I messed up, Hank. I don't think I can walk away from football.
Say less. I got you. Jason Daniel Kelsey, welcome back to football.
This is a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Exactly. Where you watch all the games while stuffing your face with, like, the greatest wings.
So good.
And all the beer.
There we go. Let's go.
See? B-Dubs is football.
All right, welcome back into the 411 Network. It's 4th and 7 for the Yellow Jackets. A big play here for that death row defense. Let's see what they call. Mims looks over the defense. Takes the snap. He drops back. He's being pressured. He's being flushed out. He's being run by Brock Willis. He's not going to get the first down. Turnover again. You can count that as a turnover, Brett Staggs.
Yes, you can. And fantastic coverage. These DBs that had such a tough go at it against a great quarterback and receivers last week, over and over have shut down the quarterback with fantastic coverage. Dayton Taylor is able to get the reception, can't get upfield.
Cam Mallory has his helmet off. I don't know what happened if somebody pulled it off. That's the only way you're going to block him.
Yeah, that's about it. Blue Devils a great opportunity with 3 minutes left to put some more points on the board.
Actually, 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Got to make sure we give those 11 seconds some credit.
You're right. 1 second's all it takes.
The Cameron Meadows stutter steps off that right side. He's hit hard.
Yeah. That's Keenan Brett right there. Still a little upset about that touchdown run.
He's coming up with the ball, but the play was already blown dead.
Yeah.
Loss of 1 yard,
2 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the first half. Moody is not in a hurry. Stay with us at halftime to see the Oxford Yellow Jacket Marching Band and your Moody Blue Devil Marching Band. Also interview with Coach Jake Gaines at the end of this quarter. White goes in motion. Jake takes the snap, fakes it. He's going to look, throw. Oh, great play call. He's got the middle wide open. He's down the side. He's in the middle. He's at the 40. He breaks away. 35. He's at 30. Stutter steps. He's still up. He is finally broke down.
That's Elijah.
Is that Elijah? I thought it was White.
That's Elijah on the reception. Fantastic pre-snap motion. Confused.
They got a man down.
Down on the field for an injured player.
Yeah, it's one of Oxford's players.
Sorry to Elijah there on that. I thought it was Aiden White with the reception.
He's not moving. We're praying for that young man. Can't tell who it is.
We're going to take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
It's football.
It's football! Let's go, Sports Bar!
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Manor brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Manor brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
Play hard, play to win. But when sports injuries occur, you can rely on Encore. Our professional team treats all types of sports-related injuries for athletes of all ages. Our licensed therapists work closely with the patient, your family, and physician to get you back into action quickly and safely. At Encore, we love to see you move. Log on to EncoreRehab.com for a location near you.
Are you looking to purchase a property? We can help with that. Looking to buy land or investment property? We can help with that. Looking to list your property? We can help with that.
We are Exit Realty Crossroads, and we are here to help people buy and sell real estate in the central Alabama area. Our local and knowledgeable agents are here to help you through every step of the process. Go Blue Devils!
Welcome back into the 411 Network. That injured player, he was able to get up and walk off on his own, was Kelvion Malone. He is a 6', 208 sophomore defensive lineman for the Yellow Jackets. Glad to see him walk off on his own power there, Brett Staggs.
That's absolutely right. There's a lot of tough contact at the end of that play. It's easy to get hurt.
1st and 10. Moody at the Oxford 26.
New set of downs for the Blue Devils. The Oxford 26-yard line. Let's see what they dial up with 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the first half. Little reverse. That's White this time for sure.
Oh.
And they're going to get a hold on us, and that's really, really going to put us out of maybe pull us out of field goal range. So Coach Gaines has got to use his timeout. I believe he has 2 left.
I like the play call right there. Didn't execute it well. Again, number 50, Terrion Russell, has really been a menace for the Yellow Jackets. Been in the backfield a lot.
So that's holding at the spot of the foul. So they're going to decline it or take. Waiting on the official call as they talk it over with the Oxford coaching staff. He's going to decline that penalty. So it's going to be 2nd and about.
Holding against Moody, penalty is declined.
1st and a mile.
Second and 23.
Just like Oxford showing blitz here, Brett.
Yeah, they start with 3 down every play, but they almost always send 4+. Sometimes number 10, Keenan Britt.
Wide open pass is complete. Elijah Rutledge, he's breaking tackles. He's still up, and he gets out of bounds. What a catch by Elijah Rutledge.
Fantastic catch, and if you rolled that tape back, you would see they did send South Carolina commit Keenan Britt, and guess what? LaCameron Meadows, doing what awesome running backs do, picks up that blitz, gives his quarterback time to deliver a good throw and pick up a big chunk of yardage.
It's going to be 2nd at about 5. Actually, called it 3rd down, so 3rd and 5, right at the 20-yard line. Lowry takes a snap. He's looking to roll. Pass is complete over the middle. Elijah Rutledge again. Is that Elijah or Josiah?
That's Josiah.
Oh, my goodness. And there, folks, is these new lights being displayed here at the Bill.
And these are lights from Musco LED lights, SEC BOE. Pate had them installed at all the high school fields. And just a fantastic show for the Blue Devils. Fantastic just celebration you get from the Blue Devils right there. Another man play from Josiah Dozier. Certified dude.
That all-important extra point. Ryan McPherson waits on the snap. Place. Kick. It looks good from here. And it is with 50 seconds to go in this first half. Your Moody Blue Devils 24, Oxford Yellow Jackets 0. Oh, my goodness. We're just going to stay with it here with 50 seconds to go. And apologies to Josiah. He gave me such fit last year because I kept calling him Elijah. And I called Elijah Josiah. So those numbers.
They look close, yeah.
They look so close. Or 9-1, they'll look at me and go, I'm number 1, he's number 9. How can you tell him, but.
The gold jerseys, white numbers, and then the jerseys start getting rolled up.
Yeah. So apologies, Josiah and Elijah and Aiden. We'll get this. So we're only second game in, but.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
We'll get it rolling.
First half's going to be an awesome stat line for quarterback Jake Lowry.
Wow.
Tough game against a really tough opponent last week, but to see him come on, lights come on, certified gamer on the field as quarterback 1, number 2, Jake Lowry.
Just as we talked about before the game in pregame, Moody needed to start fast. And by golly, they have.
They have. That's huge. 2 quarterbacks that are starting their first football season, for high school football, 5A and 6A. A little bit of a duel, and Jake Larry has come out, really put on a show, has gotten all of his receivers involved, multiple receivers, and obviously LeCameron's having him a night. Blue Devils are firing on all cylinders in this first half.
Taylor beat the receiver.
Jalen Taylor is deep for the Yellow Jackets.
Hopefully we can keep it out of his hands.
So far we have. Deep, because this is going to be returnable. He's at the 10-yard line. Look, stutter steps, little running room. He's over on that left side. He's breaking away. He's still up, and he's still up. Oh, the ball. I thought the ball come out.
Yeah,
good return.
Tough run. I think that was Andre Ford again, number 4. Not as mentioned as some of the other athletes for Oxford, but certainly a great athlete in his own right.
37 seconds to go in this first half.
33-yard line.
Thank you, Willie. Ball on the Oxford 33-yard line. I believe they'll probably try to run it out here. I don't know if they want to try a deep pass, but they got an all-star receiver, number 1, over there wearing white, so.
They do, and they're not afraid to let it fly. Completed a couple deep passes just a week ago at home versus a team from Georgia.
Caleb Wynn is back in the ball game, and he's going to get the snap. Oh, Mims keeps it. He stutter steps looking. He's looking for running room, and he's finally run out of bounds. He's going to pick up about 2.5, 3 yards with 31 seconds to go.
Yep, and I love that right there. Coach Gaines dapping up 23 Caden Mitchell. Some people might be thinking, why didn't he make that open field tackle? But he did what he was supposed to do. He did not let him get inside, forced him to the boundary where he had plenty of help outside.
He picked up officially 3 yards, 2nd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets. Mims takes the snap. He's looking to throw. There's that over the middle. Wynn has it, but it was read very well.
Yeah.
Who's coming off that pile? See Barack Willis.
Jagger Ludoff.
Jagger Ludoff.
Yep.
And folks out there, young colleges, I know a lot of colleges say he's small, but his heart is big as this football field, and he will make you better.
Just a crazy motor, 12 tackles a week ago.
They're just going to let it run out, I believe, Brett.
What a first half.
Yep, that's going to end the first half. Moody on top, 24-0. Looking for Willie. I see Willie now. I'm looking for Coach Gaines. Stay with us as Willie gets some comments from the coach.
I mean, filling the time right here. What more can you ask for? A shutout, 24-0.
All right, we're taking it down to Big Willie on the sideline with Coach Jake Gaines.
Coach, you could not have asked for a better start to this football game as you got tonight.
No, I mean, it was pretty close. I probably could ask for a few things, but no, I'm really happy. I mean, this is a top 10 ranked 6A team, you know, and we kind of all week just worked and talked about ourselves and knowing like it's about us and our goal since I've been here is just to go 1-0 every week. I don't care about my record. I don't care if we go 10 and whatever. Like, we just want to go 1-0 every week. And the guys, they had a great week of practice. The seniors stepped up, and that's what's showing right now. The turnovers on defense have been huge because they're moving the ball. I mean, this is a really talented offense. They got some really good players. But just overall, really, really proud of the performance.
Up 24-0. What do you tell your team at halftime?
Oh, man, it's 0-0. Like, this is about us and getting better. Like, this has nothing to do with the scoreboard. I haven't looked at it much. This is about us, and we've got big goals and big plans, big vision around here, and we got to go do it.
Well, Coach, let's keep this going in the second half. This is enjoyable.
Yep, let's do it.
There you go, guys.
All right, thank you, Willie. All right, folks, halftime here at the Bill. Sit back and enjoy the Oxford Yellow Jacket Marching Band and also your Moody Blue Devil Marching Band.
On behalf of Oxford City School Superintendent Dr. Shannon Stanley and Oxford High School Principal Seth Taylor, please welcome to the field the Oxford High School Yellow Jacket Marching Band, the Sound of Champions. Tonight, the band will present their 2025 field show, Let's Go to the Movies. Music selections include Let's Go to the Movies from Annie, the Universal theme, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Ecstasy of Gold, Let's All Go to the Lobby, Defying Gravity, and Over the Rainbow. The Sound of Champions are under the field direction of head drum major Ashton Pearson and assistant drum majors Bella McVeigh and Braden Lizards. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy the Sound of Champions. color guard, Caitlin Coates. Dance line, Lily Grace Vernon. Majorette, Aaron McGraw. Marching techs, Wes Wade and Ashley Copeland. Assistant band directors, John Underwood, Anna Claire Miller, and Jacob McGraw. And band director, Brian Bradbury.
On behalf of Superintendent Rusty St. John, Principal Dr. Christopher Walters, and Band Director Ethan Owens, we proudly present the Moody High School Blue Devils Marching Band. Auxiliary captains are Lindsay Farley, Emma Hudgens, and Chandler Rivers. Auxiliary sponsor is Brittany Hadcock. Majorette choreographer Aaliyah Long. Dance line choreographer is Elise Roberts, and guard choreographer is Kirsten Pritchard. Tonight, the Blue Devils Band will perform their 2025 production, The Phoenix. Musical selections include The Phoenix by the Fall Out Boys, Viva La Vida by Coldplay, and Uprising by Muse. Drum major Alexa McCain, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the Moody High School Blue Devils Marching Band.
Welcome back into the 411 Network. You just saw the Oxford Yellow Jackets marching band along with your Moody Blue Devil marching band. And Moody's on the direction of a new band director. Ethan Owens is our new band director here at the high school. So good job to Ethan and his Moody Blue Devil marching band. Also, they had you've heard of the 411 Praying Moms, had a raffle for a kickoff basket earlier tonight. While prayer is the heart of the 411 Praying Moms, this amazing group also pours love into the 411 boys, coaches, cheerleaders, trainers, managers, and band members through small acts of kindness all year long. Proceeds from this raffle will help the Praying Moms continue being the hands and feet of Jesus in our community. Special thanks to our sponsors or donors: Moody Football Booster Club, the Devil's Den, Anderson Avenue Boutique out of Trustful, the Ruffled Rhino, Grit Barbell, Chick-fil-A out of Leeds, Rolls Mexican Restaurant, Carpenetti's Pizza, Casey Gordon at Park Avenue Salon and Barbers, Raindrop Car Wash, Big Daddy Stitches, Cross Connections, Marshall Clean Site LLC, and everyone who personally donated. The winner for tonight for the kickoff raffle is Sonia Baker. So congratulations to Sonia Baker for winning the 411 Praying Moms raffle basket. Well, Brett Staggs, it's kind of crowded down there getting back up here, huh?
Yeah, it was difficult, and you'll never guess who I ran into on my way back up here.
All right, real quick, we're going to go down to Willie Strickland with Mayor-elect Nick Rutledge.
Yes, Mayor-elect Nick Rutledge. How does that sound?
Still a little surreal. Still trying to get used to that.
How much of and I know it was a strange, how strange was it during this campaign for this?
It was quite intense. A lot of stress, a lot of sleepless nights. It took a lot of work, a lot of praying, but we held together and got it done.
Well, I think one of the coolest things I saw on my Facebook page was you and the man you ran against, David Howard. You guys shook hands and called it good.
Yeah, we both fought hard, and that's what you're supposed to do at the end of this. We both went after the same thing, with different ideas, different ways, and at the end of the day, we're all still neighbors. We all still love Moody, and it's all about Moody and doing what's right for these citizens. So.
Well, that was going to be my next question and my last question. What does this city mean to you?
This city means everything to me. I've spent, the better part of the last 20 years trying to help and do everything I could to make this city a great place for all of our families, our kids, and I look forward to continuing that for the next 4 years.
Well, Nick, congratulations to you, or should I say Mayor Rutledge, congratulations to you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on these sidelines for many years to come.
Thank you, Willie. Love you, brother.
There you go.
All right, thank you, Willie. Thank you, Nick. Mayor Nick. It's probably what we're going to start calling him. It was, Brett Staggs, as you know, it was a very heated campaign, and politics is tough. And, I think the picture Willie's talking about was on Facebook at the end of sometime during the day of the voting. Nick and David got together and posed for a picture shaking hands. And, like Nick said, at the end of the day, they live in Moody. They want Moody to succeed. And, each candidate fought hard. They had their own agenda. And the people spoke. And you have to just, respect that. And, again, as I said, politics are tough, but congratulations to all the candidates that won, and congratulations to those who fought, who tried to make a difference. Yeah. You got to give hats off to them for even getting in the race. So, we won't talk about that until another 4 years.
You're right, and praise God that we live in a free country with democracy.
Amen.
Where we can vote, the people can speak, and the people can decide who's going to lead our city, which has had fantastic success over the last 25, 30, 50 years. Incredible success, just moving in the right direction, maintaining growth, still being a small town where you're proud to raise your family. So maintaining that success, and I know that's what Nick Rutledge is all about. Great man that supported the schools for so long, so we're so happy to have him. And again, praise God that we can vote. We live in a free country, and we can make those decisions.
Also, I want to tell everybody this year, the legend, the one this stadium's named after, Bill Maher, stopped me at halftime and wanted to make sure that I announced that a band has football programs this year that are for sale. I do not know the price, so I'm not going to tell you what they are, but support the band. That's one of their fundraisers. And I briefly kind of saw them, and they look very, very nice. So hats off to the Moody Band Boosters for putting that together. That's one of their big fundraisers. Is also they make money at the concession stand, as does the Moody football boosters has their own concession stand.
I just watched. Excuse me. Go ahead. I don't want you to finish. Just watched McPherson nail a 50-yard field goal, and then another one. Who's that down there?
That's Will Yates.
Will Yates.
That's Will Yates, isn't it?
Went ahead and nailed a 50-yarder himself. How many 5A teams have two kickers that are nailing 50-yard field goals at halftime? That is absolutely insane.
I do have a score update up at St. Clair County. St. Clair County 21, Montgomery Catholic 14. So
that is
wow. Good for St. Clair and Coach Ty Robinson over there building that program. So 2 weeks from tonight, the Saints come to the Bill for a big 4-11 rivalry. So it's going to be a packed house.
Cannot wait for that game. And again, I was mentioning this a second ago. You'll never guess who I ran into on the way up here.
Who's that?
KJ Brett.
Really?
Yep, he's getting ready. They play against the Colts on Sunday. He's with the Dolphins currently.
Okay.
You know, he's on their squad. He was talking to one of his high school friends. They're disappointed. just to put it bluntly, they're really disappointed with how this game's turning out right now. KJ, again, I believe played for Auburn. Fantastic player. His brother Keenan, number 10, is making his presence known on the field. Cool to see some more NFL talent out here at the Bill, taking in the scenes of Friday Night Lights.
As you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Mason Myers getting that start at Arkansas State tomorrow. A lot of college football, a lot of Moody players on rosters this year. Too many to name right now. Yeah. Maybe we need to do that next week, trying to find out how they did. I know Amon Lane is at Auburn, Sidney Walton at Tennessee, Charlie Johnston at Georgia Southern. Of course, Mason Myers at Arkansas State. Caden Smith is on the travel squad. He's running on second team at Delta State. So kudos to him. I know Caleb Goff and Big Poe Randall down there at West Alabama. So getting ready for this third quarter, second half kickoff. What Moody needs to do here, Brett, I believe if we could just get a good steady drive and put 7 more points on the board, and that may take the air out of this Oxford Yellow Jacket team.
You're absolutely right. We have to start really fast on this play. We can't let them get the momentum because it's a long half, and 24-0 is not what you might think it is. First time we've seen the Yellow Jackets kick off tonight, by the way.
Number 97, Felipe Bartolo, is kicking it off for the Yellow Jackets. Looks like it's going to be returned. Is that LaCameron Meadows? Yep. He takes it 20. He's looking hard. It's a 20-time look, running some room, going forced outside over there about the 20, looks like 23-yard line.
17 yards on the return. Moody will take over first and 10 at the 23.
Surprised seeing LaCameron back there.
Yeah, you know, just kind of pick your poison if you're the Blue Devils. A lot of speedy, strong backs they have an opportunity to put back there. And LaCameron gets the nod on this one as Jake Lowry leads his offense back out here for the first drive of the half.
You got twins at the top, twins at the bottom. LaCameron Meadows is a lone running back along with Jake Lowry. Takes the snap. He looks, fires it over to LaCameron, trying to look for a little run room. Gets a block. He's over at 25. Looking for a run. Just runs over people. LaCameron Meadows, and there comes a penalty flag. And I don't know if they're going to get targeting on that from number 10, Keenan Britt. It was a collision over there.
It's a great block by number 4, Aiden White. He's able to secure that edge for LaCameron, and that's what you want in a wide receiver.
I believe we're going to have a block in the back down here.
Willie's down there on the field.
That's what they called already. White Hat called it.
So this will be a 10-yard penalty from that spot, I believe.
It's unfortunate. Like I mentioned, Aiden White with a good – here it is again.
We'll play first down.
Block in the back against the Blue Devils. Penalty is 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, it's a spot foul, so it's going to bring up
first and 13.
First and 13 for your Moody Blue Devils. Talking to Greg Gaines down on sideline, Elijah already had 85 yards.
Wow.
Receiving in the first half. LeCameron had about 53. LeCameron looks at the stutter step. LeCameron Meadows taking the pile with him. They're trying to rip that ball away from him.
There he was again all over the field. Number 10, Keenan Britt in on that tackle, keying in on LeCameron. That's a fun matchup right there.
Yeah.
Keenan Britt and LeCameron Meadows just kind of been going at one another all night. Two great athletes.
You're seeing Oxford be a little bit more aggressive, Brett, on defense, trying to create some turnovers. So that could be a plus for Moody if they could catch that at the right time.
They have made some halftime adjustments. Keenan Britt looks to be lining up on an end more so far this half. 2nd
and 11, and here comes Britt. Great play call. Oh, had Josiah Dozier, and he had a lot of running room.
He did. You see the offensive line on that screen play just kind of olay. Didn't get a great read from Oxford's defensive line there. Had plenty of room. Ball was just a little high, but hits his hands and not able to connect.
As J.B. Myers taking on Keenan Britt there. Last year J.B. did a very, very good job handling Keenan Britt, but he is somebody to be reckoned with. So it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Blue Devils. Need a big play here. Lowry takes a snap. He's looking. He needs to get rid of it. He throws it. Got a receiver wide open. That is Aiden. No, that's Elijah Rutledge.
And
that's going to be a first down for the Blue Devils.
What else can you say but the offensive line for the Blue Devils just gave Jake plenty of time to go through his reads, find the open man, and deliver a great pass to Elijah, who picks up the first down. Man, this offensive line is
They're saying he's out at the 40-yard line. It's still a first down.
Yeah.
Elijah Rutledge having a great game here at the Bill tonight. Jake takes a snap. He's going to hand off LeCameron. He looks for a little runner. He's pushing. He's still up. LeCameron Meadows. LeCameron Meadows, the beast, taking tacklers with him. Rumbling and tumbling. He's going to pick up a Moody first down.
It's going to take more than a headbutt and an arm tackle to bring down this beast. He's rumbling and bumbling all the way down to the other side of the football field. LeCameron is showing what he's made of.
And he's getting a much-needed rest as the K-Train, Kevin James, enters the ball game for the first time tonight. Moody's in Oxford territory. Jake takes a snap, hands off to KJ. KJ up the middle. There goes the K-Train, stutter steps. He's still taking tacklers with him. Kevin James.
Flag on the play. There's some back and forth on the sidelines. Going to be
that's Dagan Metlock, I think. Who are they going to get it on, Moody or
I can't
Oxford?
tell. I can't tell. Tangled up with number 8 on the play, and that is Jaez Fleming. But let's not take away from KJ Britt's fantastic run.
It's a dead ball, personal foul.
On Oxford.
Offsetting.
Yep.
Dead ball, personal foul.
They offset. We called a break there.
Yeah, we did. Coach Gandis just shared some meaningful words with Dagan Medlock on the sideline, smacked him on the helmet, and get him back in the game. What a run from
K-Train. The K-Train.
The K-Train. I talked to the linebackers before season. They said they hate going against him in practice.
So 1st and 10, Moody. They're on the move. Jake takes the snap. Going to give it off. Oh, the ball's on the ground. That's a turnover we did not need.
Yeah, exactly what you didn't need. You're right. The Blue Devils are showing a lot of chemistry, some chunk plays, getting downfield, securing the momentum going into this second half, and then we're giving them an opportunity. Now you're sending out not just your defense, but these are your firemen. They really have to make a stop right here so that the momentum doesn't shift too much.
So that death row defense is back on the field for Moody. They're pitching a shutout currently. So 1st and 10, Oxford from their own. Just like 27-yard line, 26-yard line. Mims takes the snap. He looks to fire it over. Ew! Noah Hicks again with the stick on number 4, Andre Ford. My goodness, Brett Staggs.
His second time just showcasing He's making his right read. He's in the right place. Then he turns up the speed and accelerates, and a massive hit to lay the boom. I mean, if you're Oxford, you're not upset about that, picking up 5 yards on first down, but you got to be thinking of those footsteps coming every time you're catching the football.
Jake's down there pointing something out to the side judge. He's asking for the white hat to come over. So 2nd and 5 for the Yellow Jackets. They send the man in motion. Mims hands it to Wynn. Wynn looking for running room. He's not going to find anything.
Not gonna find it.
Barack Willis in 55 getting tangled up there. Number 55 helmet comes off. Getting a little pushy out there, so Moody just needs to gain their composure.
We can't, Henry Smith, let's talk about huge tackle from Henry Smith. Great job by the defensive line extending the line of scrimmage. This is what you don't need. We've got control of this football game. Let's settle down, focus on football. Barack's a little frustrated. They're going to put Des Mobley in, and Coach is going to talk to Barack, settle him down a little bit. That's a good coaching call right there, just to let him settle down.
3rd and 5, they're looking. They got a guy down on the – he's got a guy wide open, and he overthrows him. Oh, goodness.
Oh, man, that could have been, again, exactly what you didn't need. And, again, that's number 3, Jackson Newton, the Walter Welburn transfer that goes over to Oxford this year. You see that secondary meeting to talk about, what happened there. That could have been a massive momentum shift.
Yep.
Thank God the firemen get out there and do the job. They're putting their punt return team out.
Moody needs to be careful here and watch the ball. 4th and 4. Good kick, and Josiah Dozier's going to get the return. He's looking for a block. He stutter steps. He misses one tackle. He breaks another tackle. He's down that sideline, and he forced out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
Pretty solid field position. Kind of a sloppy defensive possession right there, but the Blue Devils are able to get out of it. Some laundry on the field, some chit-chatting back and forth, but the firemen did their job. And let's see this offense get running again. They've been so successful, and here's what you see. And my brother, who's, almost watches football professionally, sent me, he said, talk about how they're winning at the line of scrimmage. Defense wins championships, but the trenches win football games.
1st and 10, Blue Devils from their own 35-yard line. You got trips down here at the bottom of the screen. You got a single receiver at the top. LeCameron Meadows back in the ball game. Lowry takes a snap. LeCameron Meadows in open field. He's at the 50, looking for running room. Still up. LeCameron Meadows down to the 45, 44-yard line. Oh, my goodness, what a run.
No flags on the play, and he's just electric. He's one of those players where you hold your breath every time he touches the football. Doesn't matter what kind of blob he's running through. He's going to come out the other side 90 miles an hour.
And the thing I notice of Oxford, they're putting their hands on their hips, so they're getting tired.
Blue Devils are starting to wear down this 6A powerhouse that went to the semis last year. Blue Devils are taking them into deep water.
Right at 8 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Moody on the move. Elijah Rutledge is in motion. Jake Lowry looking. He's going deep down the sideline. Oh, and they're going to get pass interference against Oxford. And Josiah is slow. He is down.
Yeah.
He looks like he's getting up. He's slow getting up.
He is slow.
And his teammates running over to him.
Man, that's unfortunate. He's going to pop up. Thank the Lord. It looks like he may have – nope. What's he holding? I can't tell.
His teammates are – he's going to come off.
He looks like he should recover from this one.
Looks like he maybe have the breath knocked out of him.
Just some crazy hand fighting. He goes down hard. Just a form tackle before the ball ever got to him.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to stay in.
He's staying in.
Okay. He's a gamer. His senior year.
What?
It's not a spot foul, so it's going to be at the line of scrimmage, I believe.
Of course. Of course.
High school rules.
Yeah, tripping for a second.
Give a shout out to Stephen and Melissa Johnston. They're out in California. Georgia Southern is playing out there this weekend. They're watching out in California watching the 411 network. Lowry takes the pass, is over. Ooh!
That's a late hit.
That's got to be a late hit. That should be targeting right there.
You got to get the Moody players out. This is going to be bad. This could be bad. You know, if you're a Moody football player, you don't want to just take that sitting down.
Nobody needs to leave the sideline for Moody. Good job, coaches keeping them in there. Now, Oxford players left the field.
Yeah.
So Jake's walking over there.
Can't really see what happened, but you don't want to see that. I mean, that's a solid 2 seconds after the whistle. Oxford player comes out of the middle and just levels our player.
That was Elijah Rutledge, too.
Certainly a late hit. And it looks like Elijah's – can't see him. Is he up and moving around?
He's up moving around.
Okay, yeah, you don't want to see that. So you're a Blue Devil. That's your guy. You don't want to take that sitting down, but you cannot get in combat over there. And let's hope the officials get this one right, because that was an abysmal play that we saw.
Coach Gaines is back over on the sideline, which is a good thing. I know he's waiting on the call, so
you know, you can't get pulled into this chippiness. Oxford's getting upset. We see them taking helmets off, late hits.
They're calling personal foul against Moody.
Yeah, and that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I don't know about that call. I think it should have been offsetting.
Yeah, you know, they David, I'm improving. I'm gonna let this one go. The play is what the play is, and it's frustrating.
Looks like he's calling for an official timeout over there. Now Jake's talking to the head referee. You know, when you see your teammate get clobbered like that on the sideline, your first reaction is protect your teammate.
You do,
but you got to, you know, and it's a critical penalty at a critical time.
You know, if it feels like the officials.
Looks like they're bringing them back out. So.
Dead ball, personal foul against Moody.
All right, Blue Devils got to keep their composure. Discipline wins championships.
7 minutes, 39 seconds to go in this third quarter. Oxford fans are getting loud over there, trying to encourage their team, being down 24-0. So 1st and 10, Moody. Lowry takes a snap, hand off to the camera. He's looking for a little running room. He's still up. He loses a little bit, and they're looking back over the sideline. So Moody's just got to keep their composure here.
They do. You know, Oxford really drawing energy after hitting one of our players late. Blue Devils have to kind of put their foot down a little bit here and steal all that momentum that they got after that late hit.
It was good to see number 31 back in the ball game for Oxford, who got hurt earlier in the first half. He was in on that tackle, but he ended up coming out.
Officials are having some discussion.
I don't know if it's a sideline warning. They did not call that. The side referee over there is not even paying. He's in the conversation with the Oxford coaches. Lowry takes a snap. He's looking. He's got plenty of time. He's got plenty of room to run. He's going to go deep.
To nobody.
Nobody.
Obviously a miscommunication, thinking he's got a go route there, not getting it. Is that laundry on the field right there? I can't tell. It looks like maybe some tape.
Yeah. Oxford's holding or making the signal as it should have been a flag, but I don't know if they're saying they were being held.
Yeah, all I saw was fantastic blocking from our offensive line right there, and a miscue with the wide receiver and QB.
So 3rd and 13, 6 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the third quarter. Let's see if Moody can dial up something here, Brett. Lowry rolls. He's being pressured by Kenan Britt. He throws. Oh, pass intended. Just like Elijah Rutledge over there. Falls incomplete,
yes.
So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Slow to get up again. Slow to get up again. You want to see Elijah feel a little bit more.
And there's a lot of pushing and shoving going on, and there goes another flag.
They didn't call a flag, but I'm surprised.
That's Josiah. So we're losing our composure. To me, coach may need to call just a timeout to get his kids.
Settle everybody down. We're up 24-0. You're right. 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Settle it down. Take a few deep breaths. Oxford's going to get choppy because they're not used to getting beat like this.
Yeah.
They went 13-1 last year they're going to be upset. They've already been a little
Heat
chippy.
timeout.
Yeah, they're going to call a heat timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Football there. Football there. Football everywhere. What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
Huh. Okay, what if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he couldn't stop his body like a human, so he ends up trampling him, and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back, and he tramples him some more, and he's like, I'm so sorry, I'm a buffalo. I don't know my strength compared to you.
Wait, what?
Come on, ref, let the boys play.
As respected industry leaders, we are here.
Working hard for you.
In an effort to provide you with
excellence in sports medicine
and excellence in sports injury prevention.
We're here for the coaches, athletic trainers and mentors
who are shaping the next generation of legends.
We are here to help keep your kids and family
safe and healthy.
We are here for you.
Aggressively pursuing
victory over injury.
As a superintendent, anytime you're designing and building new facilities, they're thinking about how do we make sure that that school can function not only for today, but in 25 years to 50 years.
Welcome back into the 411 Network. It's fourth down for your Blue Devils. 4th and 13 with 6 minutes and 16 seconds to go in this third quarter.
This is
going to be, the ball is on the 39-yard line.
So a 56-yarder?
Yep. Snap, place, kick is up. It's got leg.
Oh. My gosh. Wow. I mean, never would have thought that you'd see something like that have a chance in high school football. They go for it. A little questionable not pinning them back deep. They obviously seem very confident in this Blue Devil defense to put.
So in high school rules, the ball goes to the 20-yard line.
That's right. It's treated as a punt.
So good call from Coach Gaines and his coaching staff.
Fantastic call, and why not?
Yeah.
If you're even close, why not?
I was thinking they got the ball on 37. They're on 37, but
completely forgot about that.
All right, let's see if that death row defense can rise to the occasion here. They're thinking they should be up further, but it's high school rules. Coaches over there arguing.
Yeah, they do have an opportunity to field that as a punt, but as long as you can get in the end zone, I don't think they can pull it out. So it's a safe and smart call from the Blue Devils.
1st and 10, Oxford from their own 20-yard line. Mims takes the snap, hands off to Wynn. Wynn's just being pulled down. Cameron Mallory.
Yeah. Man, and still getting chippy right there for the Blue Devils. Got to settle down. Cameron Mallory, just so even keel as a player. He's not high and low. He's good every single snap.
Play made 1 yard, maybe that. So say they're going to call it 2nd and 9. Hard count there from Mims, trying to draw him off sides.
Jagger Ludoff coaching his defense up on something that he sees, taking some leadership.
Mims takes a snap. He's going to throw. He's looking to go long. Miscommunication from Mims and number 4, Andre Ford. So it's going to be a big 3rd and 9 for Oxford here. Big 3rd down for that Moody defense.
Kylan Baker in on the coverage for the Blue Devils. Had them all covered up, even if it's a good throw. Fantastic coverage right there from Kylan Baker.
Five minutes, 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. Blue Devils on top, 24-0.
Got to have eyes on number 3 right here.
Mims takes the snap. He looks, fires it over. Number 5.
Oh, my goodness! Oh, my goodness! And the Blue Devils said, we're not going to take this laying down. Everybody taking an opportunity to lay the wood right there from the Blue Devils.
That Jagger Ludoff brings up 4th down. That pass was complete to number 5, Bo Mims, and he met Mr. Ludoff.
The refs just checked on number 5 to make sure he's okay. He's walking a little loopy there.
Yeah, he'll need a much-needed break. Just took some serious.
High snap. No rush, decent punt. They're calling to get away from it. So we'll take a bounce. And we got a flag here. We got more fighting going on down there. That's Colin Baker getting pushed on. Looks like a flag, so I don't know.
I don't know who they're going to call that on. Kylan obviously upset with what happened, hollering over at the sideline.
Hey, I tell you what, Josiah's over there playing peacemaker, and I love it. I love to see that.
Yeah.
And the head referee is giving Coach Gaines an earful because you got to keep your kids' composure. There's no penalty there, but again, that could have been a critical penalty at a critical time. We got the momentum back, Brett.
We do got it back, and we can't give it away with stupid penalties.
1st and 10, Blue Devils from the Oxford 49-yard line. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go in this third quarter. Cameron Meadows, he didn't go nowhere. And he's slow getting up.
That was 51, Joshua Stack in the backfield before the play could even get off. This Oxford defense has come out with something different in the second half that the Blue Devils have not yet adjusted to.
The Cameron coming out of the ball game.
Hope he's okay, but we get to see some of the K-Train, who, as we saw earlier, he's got some moves of his own.
Got to make a good handoff. Him and Jake Lowry didn't have a good exchange last time. Lowry takes a snap, hands off to KJ. KJ finds a little run room, he's up the middle. KJ! Kevin James up the middle for about 8-9 yards.
He's so fast, and if he gets any room, he's going to get upfield so quickly. Dagan Medlock helped open up a wide hole for him to run through and get upfield, and I mean, if you blink, you'll miss him. He's so quick.
So it's going to be 3rd and 2.
Play made 12 yards to bring up 3rd and 2.
We got trips down here at the bottom of the screen, and we send a man in motion. Lowry takes a snap. He's going to look throw. There's Elijah Rutledge. Elijah Rutledge is open field. Elijah Rutledge still up, still rumbling and tumbling. Elijah Rutledge. Oh, my goodness. What a player, Brett Stagg.
Just
what
a
player.
refusal to go down. Fantastic play call from the Blue Devils. They've seen something they've liked out of that screen. I mean, chunk plays every time we run it, it feels like. And Elijah, I mean, he's a special player. You don't think he's picking up 30 on that one, maybe 10, but he finds a way to pull the Blue Devils down the field.
2 minutes, 49 seconds to go in the third quarter. Moody's on the move.
Maverick Bevel subs into the football game.
A sophomore offensive lineman for the Blue Devils. KJ, the K-Train still in the ball game. Elijah Rutledge is in motion. Kevin James with the ball. Kevin James up the middle. Kevin James down to the 5-yard line.
Again, off the rear end of Dagan Medlock, who's giving KJ plenty of space. KJ may owe him an all-star special after this game because he's finding plenty of holes.
2nd and 2 for the Blue Devils. 2 minutes and 1 second to go in this third quarter, and Moody is on the move. Jake Lowry waits on the snap. Kevin James in motion. They read that play pretty well.
Nowhere to go right there. Another great player for Oxford. That's number 8, Jaius Fleming. In the backfield, almost beat the ball to the quarterback. A little bit of breakdown on the O-line, but
looks like number 5, their defense, he's walking, kind of leaning on that shoulder. That safety back there. I can't see his number.
He's also the punter, and I noticed after he punted that last one, he came down a little gimpy and held his foot. So I don't know exactly what's going on with him.
Bring up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for the Blue Devils.
It's Caleb Ragsdale in motion.
It's going to be a jump ball. He caught it! Yes! Touchdown! Oh, my goodness! Oh, my goodness, Brett Staggs.
Are
you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. Josiah Dozier, the king of jump balls here in Moody. Jake Lowry says, I like my odds better than yours, tosses up a 50-50 jackpot ball. Josiah climbs the ladder, comes down with it, certified dude.
Wow. Look, Will Yates is in the ball game now for the Blue Devils. Snap, place, kick, up. Yeah, Will made it. 56 seconds to go in this third quarter. Your Moody Blue Devils 31, Oxford Yellow Jackets 0. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
I do know about running a school system, but I did not know a whole lot about construction. So Scout, just having them on board is just tremendous.
Jay and Sloan both make you feel like you're part of the project and you're not an outsider. There would be no way that I would go into a project without them.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Bart Perry in Pell City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a.
Welcome back to the 411 Network. Moody on top, 31-0 here at the Bill. Wow, just wow.
Yeah, we talked about it a lot last week. Teams improved the most from week 1 to week 2. You think we improved any this week?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Last week we were thinking, man, what's this identity of this team? Well, look what they've done tonight playing here.
Yeah, just death by committee right here. Multiple Blue Devils involved on both sides of the football.
Ryan McPherson has it teed up. Little pooch kick. He's got, that's number 3 on the return, Jackson Newton.
Looks like number 20 for the Blue Devils ended up making that tackle. Stood in there, that may have been Juju. He stood in there like a dude. Yeah, it was Juju Hill. Made a tackle on a really big boy running downhill.
First and 10 Yellow Jackets from their own, looks like 36-yard line. Mims waits on the snap. He takes it, hands it off up the middle. Oh, he ain't finding nothing.
Just running their feet.
Josh Willett.
Josh Willett met him at the line of scrimmage and drove him back. So hard to scheme against this Moody Blue Devil defense led by Coach Campbell because you're going to get multiple different looks.
And that's going to end this third quarter. Your Moody Blue Devils are on top, 31-0. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Today.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister, Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, Altrust puts money in my savings.
Lowering of our colors, and it was at half-mast tonight as in remembrance of the tragedy up in Minneapolis, Minnesota this week, and thoughts and prayers to the families affected by this senseless tragedy. As we start the fourth quarter, your Moody Blue Devils are up 31-0. here at home at the Bill. 12 more minutes of football left here on this Friday night.
Willie, can you tell what the energy's like down there? I don't have eyes on Willie.
Second and 11 for Oxford. Mims rolls. He's looking to throw. Pass is going to be complete. Looks like he's going to be short of the first down.
Yeah, pretty solid coverage right there from the Blue Devils. Just left a little too much space for a good quarterback to roll out and throw. And again, that was Ford on the reception from Oxford. Looks like they're bringing in their heavy package, multiple tight ends and a sniffer.
It's third and 2. Wynn gets it. He's pushed the pile. He's going to be close, but I think he's going to have enough to move the chains, Brett.
Desron Mobley scraped across the middle, was able to make contact in the backfield, just couldn't bring him down in time as there's a Yellow Jacket that's slow to get up.
He's not moving.
No, looks to be in pain.
We have an injury on the field, so we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars in college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's got a rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap, rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
What do you dream of? Maybe you want to start your own business, buy your weekly cup of coffee, or to just be able to afford your favorite fruit at the grocery store. We're here to help. Alitrust isn't your average bank. We are a non-profit credit union staffed by Alabama locals and owned by you, our members. Because here, it's not just about banking. It's about having the financial help to live your life the way you want.
The law firm of Hill, Gossett, Kemp, Barentine & C welcomes retired Circuit Judge Phil C. to our 7-member legal team. Since 1985, we've served clients with experienced attorneys, including retired Judge Jim Hill, Matt Gossett, Joe Kemp, Kyle Barentine, Shelley Rawlings, and Kirk Walker, focusing on civil litigation, personal injury, domestic relations, criminal law, real estate, probate and estate planning, corporate law, and mediation. With offices in Moody and Pell City, call 205-640-2000, a firm large enough for all your legal needs but small enough to know your name.
Kelsey, what up?
I think I messed up, Hank. I don't think I can walk away from football.
Say less. I got you. Jason Daniel Kelsey, welcome back to football.
This is a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Exactly. Where you watch all the games while stuffing your face with, like, the greatest wings.
So good.
And all the beer.
There we go. Let's go.
See? B-Dubs is football.
It's football.
It's football. Let's go, football.
Welcome back into the 411 Network. Injured player for Oxford was number 72, Justin Pam. He's a 6'1", 205 junior for the Yellow Jackets. So new set of downs for Oxford. 11 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the ball game. Mim takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Throws over the middle. Oh! Intended for Taylor. Falls incomplete, and I thought that was a pick 6.
You're right. Looked like, can't tell who that is. Derek Price Jr. maybe? Yeah, looked like Derek Price Jr. was right there, almost in a position to make the play, but just a few feet to the wrong direction.
So 2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Dondre Williams in at running back for the Yellow Jackets. Taylor comes in motion for Oxford. Mim takes the snap, and we blitzed. And he's still up. He's pushing the pile. Ford, big gainer, picked up about 8 yards.
Yeah, Jagger Ludoff eventually able to make the tackle. But again, saw that a lot more last week against Central Carrollton, but they've done it some here tonight. They'll pull the opposite guard and tackle. Kind of gives a weird illusion at the line of scrimmage like the backside's breaking in, but they're really just adding 2 more blockers to the inside zone.
Donovan Dennis into the ball game for the Blue Devils, number 21. It's 3rd and 3. Mims takes it. He looks to throw. He's being flushed around. Pass is complete to Taylor. We had him. Good movement by Mims to keep that play alive, Brett.
Fantastic. Improvised himself right there. Mason Mims able to roll out in pocket, keep his eyes downfield, and make a reception to Jalen Taylor. Really good football play right there.
Stops the clock with 10 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the ball game. Oxford's in Moody territory. Mims takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's under pressure, and he's going down.
Yep, looked like Desron Mobley and Cam Mallory in on the sack for the Blue Devils. Is that Desron or Des?
Yep,
there he is.
Mobley.
He's so fast off the edge. He's not as big as some of his counterparts, but his speed and efficiency gets him into the backfield so quickly.
That play lost 6 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 16 for the Yellow Jackets. 9 minutes and 36 seconds to go in this ball game. Moody up 31-0. Mims takes a snap. Pass over. Great play. Number 17.
Derek Price Jr.
Derek Price Jr.
I mean, that is textbook.
Yes.
He got locked up in the block. He shed the block, then an open field tackle on a great athlete like that. He'll get celebrated in film as long as he did when he needed to before the ball got to the receiver.
Play picked up about 7 yards. 3rd and 9, big play here. It's going to be 4-down territory. You know it, Brett.
Oh, they got to get some points on the board this drive. Oxford does, or else they are in even more trouble.
Continues to run. 8 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the ball game. Looks like Oxford's going to take a timeout, and they do. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars and college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap, rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
What do you dream of? Maybe you want to start your own business, buy your weekly cup of coffee, or to just be able to afford your favorite fruit at the grocery store. We're here to help. Alitrust isn't your average bank. We are a non-profit credit union staffed by Alabama.
Welcome back into the 411 Network. Big 3rd down here for your Moody defense.
It is interesting to see what Oxford calls right here, knowing they're going to go for it on 4th.
Mims takes the snap. He's being pressured again by Dez. Oh, what a great play. It's going to bring up 4th down. I thought Mobley had another one on him.
Yeah, he was close. Caden Mitchell closes in to make the tackle. Leaves about 4th and 4. You know Oxford's going for it. Caleb Wynn back in the football game after taking a little rest.
It's 4th and 4 here. This could be the ball game.
They like to go to number 5 in these situations.
Wynn in the backfield. Trying to get a little hard count there. They may. Nope. Mims changes his play. Under 8 minutes now in the ball game. Mims takes the snap. He's being pressured. Pass is complete.
There's Ford.
And it's going to be enough to move the chains to pick up a 1st down for the Oxford Yellow Jackets.
Not bad coverage right there from Caden Mitchell. Just was able to box him out like a basketball rebound. And Ford has been in the right place in the right time multiple times tonight for the Yellow Jackets.
7 minutes, 30 seconds to go into the ball game. New set of downs for Oxford. Pass is complete. Missed tackle. Ford again.
Man. Derek Price again, a big open field tackle. He's a dog out there. He's been making some big plays for the Blue Devils to limit them from picking up even more yardage. Blue Devils are sending the heat right here. A lot of blitzes.
They picked up another first down, so chains move. Mims takes the snap. He fakes it. He's got plenty of time. He's being pressured by Des Mosley. He's just going to throw it away. He's outside the tackle box, so no intentional grounding.
You know, you can thank the coverage right there. Plenty of pressure from the Blue Devils, but it was those DBs keeping the wide receivers locked down that gets us out of that one. I wonder if there's anybody watching from Oxford that can tell us if Bo Mims is related to QB Maddox Mims and his brother last year. I just noticed the same last name, two really good football players and another good football player in Louisville.
Number 42 for Moody, Sawyer Commons comes in for the Blue Devils as Jake starts to make some substitutions. Mims takes the snap. He's just going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle. He's got running room and he slides down. He's going to pick up first down. It's going to be first and goal now for Oxford. The clock stops with 6 minutes. Actually, the clock is still running. 6 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the ball game.
Blue Devils bringing the big boys back in there, going to stack that line of scrimmage a little bit heavier. But the Yellow Jackets aren't afraid to throw it inside the 10-yard line. We've seen that a couple times already, or last week.
Mims takes the snap. He looks to throw over there at the sideline. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Official timeout for water. Heat timeout. They're going to take a heat timeout. And we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Sure that school can function not only for today, but in 25 years to 50 years.
I do know about running a school system, but I did not know a whole lot about construction. So Scout, just having them on board is just tremendous.
Jay and Sloan both make you feel like you're part of the project and you're not an outsider. There would be no way that I would go into a project without them.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Bart Perry in Pell City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, Our Trust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars and college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
Pick six for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's got a rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick six, my mouth going yap, yap. People always...
Mims takes the snap, hands it off to Wynn.
Hit hard by Barack Willis and Henry Smith.
Barack Willis on the stop.
It's going to be third. Actually, second down, I believe. They got third over there. No, it is third. Third and goal for Oxford. Mims takes the snap, hands off to Wynn. He stutter steps. He didn't get in. It's a pride thing now, Brett, like you said.
It is a pride thing. You want to keep that 0 on the board, and Oxford doesn't want there to be a 0 on the board.
Brings up fourth down, fourth and goal. He's at the, looks like
2.5.
2.5. It's going to be man versus man here. They give it to Wynn, and he walks in. So Oxford finally gets on that scoreboard with 4 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the ball game.
Little moral victory for them. Down by 30 points in the fourth quarter, still keeping their ones in. They don't want there to be a 0 on the board. Caleb Wynn's able to get that touchdown. Again, fantastic running back. These guys are no joke. He'll be playing at South Alabama next year.
Oxford lines up for the extra point. Snap, plays, high snap. And it's good with 4 minutes and 55 seconds to go in this ball game. It's Moody 31, Oxford 7.
You know what I'd like to see right here? I'd like to see a 1-2 punch with the K-Train and Juju Hill.
Yeah.
Juju picked up our lone touchdown last week. Is that right?
Yep, he did.
Speedy little back. Good to see him get some touches here.
We're staying with it here, folks, but I want to give a shout-out to our 411 director, Ashlyn Cook, who has been doing quadruple duty tonight. Bless her heart. She's done a heck of a job doing the Jumbotron, getting her students cameras, looking at me, telling me when to go back from commercial, when do we need to take a commercial break. Not really much any hiccups tonight, Brad.
No, every time we look over, somebody's asking her something.
Yeah, and I looked
like,
over.
Sorry,
go ahead.
No, it looks like Coach called a timeout because he's expecting an onside kick here from Oxford. He's trying to get Coach Wiley, Coach Gain is trying to get their guys lined up.
You know, Brett, you had asked me earlier, what's the mood down here while we're waiting the timeout. The mood is one night and day different better than what it was last week. Guys are excited into the game, and we are 4 minutes and 55 seconds away from celebrating this victory.
Yeah, both of you former players, and you remember games like this. What does it do for your psyche after taking such a big loss last week? How does this affect your mentality winning so big this week against a great opponent?
My personal take is on big games like this, you have to enjoy it for 24 hours, or maybe not even 24 hours because there's a lot of football left. And if you think about it and say, hey, we beat a 6A program, well, you'll get beat by next week by a 5A program because football's, it's mentality. And Willie, you can speak on it. You gotta just like Coach Gaines says, one game at a time.
That's exactly right. And you guys know next week we go into region play.
Yep.
A region opener on the road
against
a good Jacksonville team. So, David, you're right. 24 hours or less. Let it go and let's move on to next week.
So look for an onside kick here. They have their hands team. Both of Moody and Oxford has their hands team on the field. That's a live ball, so you got to get on it.
That's Alex
You got to
King.
get on it. Ooh.
Oh, that's Alex King. Took a shot to the head
Yeah,
right
he
there
did.
from a knee.
He did.
Tough little guy getting back up. Solid player. Calling the medic over immediately.
Yeah, he got his bell rung. He's so Moody will start. Looks like on 13-yard line, I believe.
Yep, 13-yard line.
4 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the ball game. Let's see if we can just run out that clock. And there's your wish, Brad. I think Coach Gaines.
Yep.
Kevin James up the middle. Look at K-Train. The K-Train picks up a first down for Moody.
I mean, he's just a nightmare for a defense. You've been worn down, a huge running back all game. You think, man, maybe finally we'll get some relief. And then you got to go against Kevin James in the fourth quarter. It's just demoralizing. He is a stud, fast, hard running back.
Coach is just letting that clock run. Has his play in. Juju Hill. Kevin James in the backfield. Clock runs. Right at 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Kevin James again looking for a little running room. He bounces it outside. Kevin James is still up, and he brought down after about a 7-yard gain for Moody.
Just following his big blockers, Dagan Medlock and Caleb Ragsdale in on that block as well. Max Myers, what a showing for this offensive line. I don't think we let out another sack. They've been able to move the line of scrimmage the entire game. A lot of people had questions replacing all the starters from last year. In these two games, this offensive line has really, really shown up and showed out.
Against a good 6A defense.
Fantastic.
3 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the ball game. Second at about 3. Maybe a long 2. That's Juju Hill with the ball. Juju Hill in open field, and he goes out of bounds. And there's a flag, and they're probably going to get us for holding.
Maybe. Looked like a good block to me, but officials can see it differently. Juju Hill followed behind the rear end of KJ.
And Coach K telling him, don't run out of bounds, fall down.
Yeah.
Keep that clock running.
We got another injured Oxford player over here on the sideline. It's number 8.
Number 8, he's been good for Oxford all day.
That's J.S. Fleming. He's a 6 foot 214 junior for the Yellow Jackets. So the ball game tonight, Brett, I mean, a lot of unanswered questions, obviously for Moody. You know, Oxford played a very good Central Carrollton team out of Georgia and had the lead. They were back and forth and had that lead, and then end up losing the ball game there late in the fourth quarter.
Okay, he's up.
Yep.
Walking under his own power is always good to see.
Looks like it may be a cramp.
You're right. You really don't know. You know, for Oxford playing such a good football team, Moody playing one of the best teams in the nation last week, you really don't know what you're getting, even after 1 week. And Blue Devils showing up and really just leaving no question left unanswered tonight.
So he'll be second at about 14.
Following the penalty, 2nd and 14 from the 30.
Clock will start on the snap, so he just needs to run it. Juju Hill in open field. Juju Hill down to the 45, down to the 46-yard line, moving the chains, keeps that clock running. We're under 3 minutes, folks, and it's looking good for your Moody Blue Devils.
Juju Hill on the carry. Good for Moody. First down. First and 10 Blue Devils at the road.
Next week, your Blue Devils will be on the road, as Willie said. We'll travel to Jacksonville, Alabama. Region play starts. Have not heard how they done tonight. Have no updates on any region scores. But region play, this region's tough. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Lowry just takes the snap, hands off to Kevin James. Kevin James looking for a little run room. He's still up, and he's brought down, picks up about 3 to 4 yards.
I'm loving what I'm seeing from this entire Moody offense. A lot of starters still in for this offensive line. They never stop. If you notice, even if we have an offensive lineman that's out of the play, they hustle back to get back in the mix and try to do anything they can to fight for extra yards. Just really good effort even in the fourth quarter for the Blue Devils. And again, Jacksonville next week, big win against Etowah last week.
Yeah.
So
even
more improved than last year. There's no easy weeks on this Jake Gaines made schedule.
No,
there just aren't.
And he does it for a reason. Under 2 minutes. Bye-bye. Jake takes the snap. Juju Hill with the ball. He's in open field. Juju Hill looking for running room. He's still got running room, and he's finally brought down, moving the chains.
Keeping a move, and Oxford had 5 down defensive linemen right there. Just got gutted by the Blue Devils. Into the game is Caden Crump, number 62 for the Blue Devils. Caleb Ragsdale still in there.
We're under 1 minute, folks. And Brett Staggs, little old Moody, Alabama. Little old Moody, Alabama is going to get a victory against the Oxford Yellow Jackets. First time in school history.
Yeah, and everybody needs to recognize this is not a down year for Oxford. We'll see more in the future. They're going to be just fine.
Stay with us at the conclusion of the game as Willie will talk to Coach Gaines. That's going to do it, folks. Big, big win for your Moody Blue Devils. Wow. Coach Gaines is heading over Stay with us as Willie will talk to Coach Gaines.
I mean, after just a heartbreaking game last week, we came out, or last year against Oxford, we came up just short. Blue Devils drop a huge loss last week to Gainesville and bounce back. And just, I don't know, you know, Coach Gaines, I'm sure, has a few things he could ask for, but I don't really know what you can ask for out of these Blue Devils other than what they displayed tonight.
I agree, Brett. Just an all-around great effort for these Moody Blue Devils. And congratulations to these coaching staff for getting that loss from Gainesville put behind them and making a statement tonight that, hey, we're here to play. So with the lights going on, I'm trying to find Willie. I think he's I see him down there at midfield as he waits on Coach Jake Gaines, get some words from him. And Willie, Coach Gaines is right behind you if you can.
Yep.
He's looking for you. Yep. Let's take it down to Willie Strickland as he talks to head football coach Jake Gaines.
Coach, heartbreaking loss. I think we more than made up for it this year.
Yeah, I think so. Proud of the guys, man. It was a tough week. No one likes getting their tails kicked, teeth kicked in like we did last week. But man, sometimes it's good for you. And sometimes you got to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to get back up, how quick and how fast can you respond to adversity. And I thought, man, we had a fantastic week. Because it starts, man, our prep. Tomorrow morning we'll be in here doing mobility, active recovery, and then Sunday we're back at it, man. So just really proud of the guys. And again, I said it at half, but our senior leadership, man, they pulled us through this week. And I told them this is a legacy game because, this is something this senior class last year couldn't do. And I love that class more than anything, but they couldn't bounce back quick enough. And we had that disappointing loss, like you said. But no, I'm just really proud and thankful for these guys.
Of course, we get to celebrate this, and then we got to put it behind us quick because we get in the region play on the road next week at Jacksonville.
That's it. I mean, you guys know how I feel. Just get me in the dance in November, and this game is to get in the dance. So, region games are they're bigger than non-region games. You got to win them. You got to win enough of them. So, new coach and Coach Sullivan at Jacksonville, they got a lot of momentum, and we're going to have our hands full, so we got to have a great week.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the huge win tonight, and we look forward to seeing you in Jacksonville, Alabama next week.
Yep, we'll see y'all there. Appreciate you guys.
All right, Willie.
All right, there you go.
All right, buddy, thank you. All right, folks, you heard it was a great game to watch, and thank you for everybody that came tonight and all those that stayed home and watched the Moody Blue Devils. Shout out to O'Sherry's Pub again for having a watch party. Glad they're doing that this year. And we're going to wrap it up. A big thank you to Ashley Cook. I mean, great job, girl. Great job. I know you've been stressed today, and hats off to you. You get the what kind of award did she get, Brett? The
All-Star Special?
All-Star Special at Waffle House. How about that?
Right now, she just gets an answered prayer. There's a lot of prayers answered for her tonight.
All right, folks, we're about to wrap it up here. Again, thanks to the students who filmed tonight, ran our cameras, and everybody involved with the 411 Network. Again, Coach Jake Gaines' show will air next week, probably Wednesday or Thursday of next week. Looking forward to hearing his comments, more comments about tonight. So everybody enjoy your holiday weekend, and we'll see you next Friday in Jacksonville. Go Blue Devils.
There are not my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
What do you dream of? Maybe you want to start your own business, buy your weekly cup of coffee, or to just be able to afford your favorite fruit at the grocery store. We're here to help. Alitrust isn't your average bank. We are a non-profit credit union staffed by Alabama locals and owned by you, our members. Because here, it's not just about banking. It's about having the financial help to live your life the way you want.
The law firm of Hill, Gossett, Kemp, Barentine, and C welcomes retired Circuit Judge Phil C to our 7-member legal team. Since 1985, we've served clients with experienced attorneys,